guys, don't forget, a 58-year-old Frank Ribery is still playing on the wing and still moving fast.
What Jarvis put the motion, man? Jarvis put the motion.
Kylian Mbappe is not the black Milango black man. It's the black Mario Balotelli.
That makes no sense. We're here. This is going to be an interesting one, guys. It's going to be an interesting one. We've got a few things to talk about. So let me just tell you what's ahead. We're going to talk about Thiago Alcantara. We're going to talk about Liverpool. We're going to talk about Man City. We're going to talk about Pep. We're going to talk about that bomb-ass competition known as the Premier League or the Elmer League. It depends which you want to prefer. We're going to talk about Neymar and Neymar Lannister. Mute your mic. And we're going to also and I think that's those are the main real topics, man. So guys, there's going to be a lot of this. We're going to talk about Messi. We're going to talk about Messi, and we're going to talk about the 7-time champions winning one of the greatest clubs in the world, Alaves. We're going to talk about it. We're going to have a long discussion about just who the bloody hell are freaking Alaves, man. And so guys, remember, man, this is Saturday Hangout. This is where we talk about all of the various things happening in the footballing world. Sunday is reserved for the CL, so no CL talk. All the CL talk is happening. So guys, Sunday, 10 p.m., we're going to go crazy. Sunday's going to be all CL. It's going to be all CL on Sunday, okay? So guys, don't worry. We're cooking. So remember, if you're here, feel free to subscribe. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to subscribe and so forth, man. It's your main man here, WH Halfwood, trying to live, trying to exist, man. This is the Saturday Hangout. Remember, guys, so what I'll be trying to do is, if you want to join, click the link on my Twitter page. And what I urge the panel to do is, if let's say you've talked on a topic you've already talked to, and you want to leave, please leave, because StreamYard only has a 10-person maximum thing. It's only 10 people maximum. So anytime there's a space open, I will let you people know that there's a space, and if you want to join, head over to Twitter. This is open to anyone. Well, anyone that hopefully has a football brain, but this is open to anyone to join and take part of the discussion. So anytime there's a free space and you want to join in the discussion, feel free. So guys, man, remember, guys, like, subscribe, and support your boy in the links in the description box below. Like that video, subscribe. Yes, sir.
HH, were you saying that we're going to talk about Messi?
Yes.
Just on the topic of Messi, did anyone hear about the guy in Iran who pretended to be Messi and managed to sleep with 23 women?
What?
Yeah, it's old news, man. That happened years ago. What's this?
No.
Okay. LB, okay, I haven't heard about that, and let's not dwell on that. Okay, let's keep things strictly football, please. Let's keep things strictly football. I beg you.
I know you're gonna go to eBay and buy a Messi mask right now.
Lads, get to a CL final. Just get to a CL final, lads. Get to a CL final, bro. So, guys, from the first part of the call, let's ride on because we've got a hot panel here. We have to address Liverpool and Liverpool's sudden decline. Jamal, is your mic working?
Yes.
Jamal, hold up. Don't speak here. Let me start. Now, when all this stuff went down, I said that emergency hangout. But it's like, wait a minute. An emergency hangout only works when you have people of said club who are involved in said thing that is happening. But I said, the Liverpool guys ain't going to come. These guys will go into hiding. And Jamal, I'll keep it real with you. As we're doing this, I was fully expecting.
Hey, no, you call me Lazar. No, his name is Lamal. His name is Lamal.
Mute your mic.
It's not Jamal, it's Lamal. It's Lamal.
Mute your mic. I beg you, please mute that mic, please. Keep it muted. So Jamal, I was shocked. I was like, wait a minute, is this the real Jamal? Is this because I didn't know that you'd come through? So Jamal, first of all, thank you for being part of this panel, because I think that this discussion only works if we have a Liverpool perspective. So I applaud you for sticking your neck out and coming in here to give us this. So we're going to address Liverpool first, and I think we're going to have a separate topic on Thiago Alcantara. But Jamal, I think we have to start off with you, man. This is a crisis. This is serious. This is really bad. But my thing with this is, let's take this game. And what I really want to look at is, what is the blame? Because I found it worrying that the Turkish defender, his name was trending, when I believe that Alisson Becker was at fault for that mishap, because he didn't shout mine and he didn't need to come out. So I think that they have to put that on Alisson Becker. He may have done great things in the past, but great players have bad games, and he had a bad game. So you can't just say, oh, because he was great before, he's exempt from any blame and just put the blame on the new dude. No, be objective. So just speak, first of all, Jamal, speak to me about that mistake and speak to me as to what the heck is going wrong. And specifically as well, because this is what I said and what I tweeted out. The defender thing, it makes sense. How many people lose their three main defenders for the season? But I'm not sure that excuse makes sense when the attack isn't scoring. Because if the attack is hardly scoring and the defenders, it makes his defense concede one or two goals, they're screwed. So I've found a few things that you saw. Hit me with the Alisson Becker, Kubak situation, and what do you say to the situation as to where you can still lean on defenders as an excuse for why Liverpool are now chasing top four?
Yeah. First thing is, it's Alisson's fault, guys. It's 100% Alisson's fault. I don't know why people are blaming Kubak, because Alisson, he did not shout. So how Kubak supposed to know Alisson is coming? So it's 100% Alisson's fault. But guys, the big reason, and this was always going to happen, the big reason is 5% is the centre-back crisis. That's only 5%. But the main part is FSG. You know why I'm coming for that next now? Because, guys, this was always going to happen. Because why every rival fans was always annoyed at Liverpool? What they always say, oh, Liverpool don't get no injuries. 3 years running, Liverpool never get no injuries. We was lucky. The first time we have an injury crisis, this happened. You know why? Because FSG run the squad into the ground. They never backed Jurgen Klopp. They always said, oh, you have Salah, Mane, Firmino, that's yours. Play with that. After that, we have men like Origi, Shaqiri. They never back the squad. So these guys, they are drained, man. After 3 years of running, guys, they're only human. After 3 years of CL back-to-back, Premier League 97 points, I feel that they're strained, man, and they're mentally exhausted. Because, guys, after we won the CL, who we buyed? Nobody. We buyed a young 17-year-old called Javi Elliott. Come on, man. When you're on top, you have to buy the best. And we never buy it. We sit on our laurels and watch what is happening now. Because, guys, they cannot become bad players overnight. They cannot. I think that they're strained, man. 3 years running non-stop without any cover. Because today on BT Sports or Sky Sports, I think they bring up the list of players who has played the most minutes since 2017. And Van Dijk, Robinson, Mane, Salah, Trent, there was the whole, they played nearly 4,000, 5,000 minutes from 2017 up to now. So, yeah, man, I just feel they're drained. And this could have happened last year or the year before, but we just get lucky with injuries. The first time we have an injury crisis, this is what happens. Because the squad is thin. People always say Liverpool have a good squad, not a good 11. FSG never backed up.
Okay, so let me, before I answer, let me just hit some of these super chats, man. So, shout out to your boy Latin Rosario, man.
Bro, it's
Klopp,
Martin Rosario. Have respect.
Latin. Shout out to your boy Latin Rosario there, who says Klopp to Alisson, Karius. Alisson replies, Karius? It's bet. You stole that from Twitter. Red Devil, stop laughing, bro. It's not that funny, Red Devil, because that laugh is extra spicy. Latin, you stole that from Twitter, and yes, it is actually quite a funny joke, man. So he said Karius, not Karius. But look, man, Becker isn't as bad as Karius. Let's keep it real. I know it's funny and so forth, but these are three pretty big mistakes in 2 games. It's really bad. But in fairness, let's keep it real. You made the mistakes in Premier League games. You didn't make it in a freaking CL final. Okay, so Karius is still undefeated. Shout out to your boy King Mbane, Football Hub member. Peace out. If Chelsea overtake Liverpool, Jamal, don't come outside. Jamal, bro, Jamal, we're gonna bring up the table. Jamal, the table is looking sketchy, but we'll bring it up afterwards. Because my thing is that if West Ham say what's up to Sheffield United, Chelsea say what's up to Newcastle, Everton say what's up to Fulham, it could look very sketchy, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. We'll cross the bridge when we get there. Honestly, that's if Chelsea take it up on Monday, who knows? Vilton, talk to me. Liverpool, man, what do you think this crisis issue is? Do you still say that Liverpool can still lean on the defender crisis as being the result of all this?
No, because when you are the best in your league, you don't have any excuse. Even if you do, you just can't make any excuse. You just have to take it. It's the same situation for Real Madrid. We have injuries, but no excuse. Like, you still expected to win because that's just the club you are. But with Liverpool, yes, the defense is bad. Van Dijk got injured, but when Van Dijk got hurt, they actually started playing well. They started dipping ever since the West Brom game at home. I don't know what happened. I don't know. They just stopped scoring goals against low block team, but they turn up. They beat Spurs back to back. And today, Alisson, again, he made a mistake against City. To be fair, he did make a good save against Jamie Vardy. He did redeem himself, but I don't know why he came out like that, because you got to trust your defender, because his name is Kubak, right? Kubak?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in his right position. He didn't have to come out. Should have trusted your defender. He made a mistake. But I'm sure Liverpool know they can't win the Premier League anymore. I think City already won that. So if you're Liverpool, the season's not all done yet. You still got the Champions League, because you know your history in the Champions League. Because
Jamal, easy. Have hope.
I'm not saying Liverpool's gonna win it, but at the end of the day, league form doesn't matter in the Champions League, because that's why I'm trying to tell people that are saying City, PSG, they're gonna win it, bro. League form doesn't matter, because I've seen City ball the way, I've seen PSG ball the way. At the end of the day, you just have to turn up in the Champions League. So that's why I'm United fan. Whoever hates Liverpool, I would be quiet until they either get out the Champions League, because you never know.
Okay. A1, talk to me, man. Liverpool, man.
Liverpool. This is supposed to be the best team. Got the best right back, best left back, best goalkeeper, best midfield, best front three in the world.
You support us.
Best coach.
Yes, that's correct. He supports Arsenal Football Club. Jamal, that is correct. He supports Arsenal Football Club. Jamal, I can repeat, that is 100%. I've just checked. Yep, with my secretary. Yes, he does support Arsenal Football Club. A1, please continue.
Okay, how is that relevant? It's not relevant.
Exactly,
he asked the question.
Exactly, it's not relevant. But anyway, yeah, you guys got the best, so you're supposed to show that you're the best. Clearly, it's not working out, and I feel like you guys have been found out in terms of the whole crossing to Trent stuff, and that tactic is not working anymore. So you guys are trying to blame like injuries, where other teams in the table have got injuries as well. Because when it comes to injuries, it's not just you guys; it's other teams at the table. Because the way the games have been put together, a lot of teams have been getting injuries. So I feel you guys using injuries as an excuse is just ridiculous. Even James Madison said it as well after the win. He said,
But A1, in fairness, to lose 3 of your defenders for the season is pretty rare.
It's pretty rare, but at the same time, you got an attack. Like,
yes.
I remember when Klopp's first season. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the players were different, but the players were lower quality. But they were getting results. But their problem, getting results, and they were scoring loads of goals. But their problem was defense leaking in goals. But the fact that you guys aren't scoring goals is a problem. And what's it again? You signed Thiago, someone who's just be creative, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what's going on.
Thiago is a B-Tech.
Red Devil, can you mute your mic, please? Thank you.
Right now.
Mute your mic. A1, continue. Mute your mic, Red Devil. Thank you.
Yeah, and you signed Thiago, who's supposed to be there, to add that creativity into your midfield. That's not working. So I just feel you can't just blame just injuries. It's just about the team as well and how you're playing. Because again, Mane, he's not hitting form. Firmino, he's not hitting form. Salah's like the early one that's scoring goals. So you have to figure out how to get the best out of your attacking team. That's it. Because even though the defense role you've had Fabinho there who's done all right, Henderson's done all right. Yes, they're not defenders, but they've done all right. But it's just the attack that's the problem, and I feel that's something that you should be able to fix and not just blame just on injuries. And plus, Kabak, I saw him today, boy oh boy. Like, even though the first goal...
was that his fault, though? The one with Becker, was that his fault?
No. The first goal, it wasn't his fault. That's all Alisson. I don't know what Alisson is doing. I feel, it's a problem with these keepers.
No. The first goal was the free kick.
Oh, my bad. I mean, second goal, my bad. Yeah, these keepers, I don't know, they have, like, problems. Even the other week with Leno, he came out doing them and end up doing the handball. Like, these keepers, they go through these phases. But when I saw Kabak, I think it was the third goal, and before the third goal, there was another chance. It was similar where Barnes hit it and Alisson saved it. The way Barnes went past Kabak with so much ease, and he bumped into Thiago, and they fell on the floor, both of them, and just about Alisson saved it. I thought, okay, that's a problem. Then the third goal, when they went in, I saw Kabak running back. My gosh, this guy is flipping slow, and if that's gonna be the guy that's gonna, trying to save your season, then you guys are in big trouble.
But I'm saying FSG again.
All right, let's come to Kojo. Talk to me, Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool again. I feel like what's been their major deterrent for
Brick Mike. Come out and come back in.
But then once again,
bro, sorry, Kojo. Brick Mike. Guys, if your mic is classy or above, I'm sorry. I'm gonna put you out and come back in.
Build the wing.
What's it called? Because Nats and Red Devil are going last, so you know, because I know you guys are going to talk nonsense. Okay, well, here we are. So Hassan, talk to me, man. This is at the Liverpool. So Hassan, talk to me, Liverpool, man. The issues and so forth. How do you see the whole Becker and Kubak thing? Did Kubak deserve that abuse? And what is the issue? Well, have it, man.
Pray for Liverpool, man. Hashtag pray for Liverpool, man. Europa League football next season, HH. Europa League football.
Whoa.
Bro, Hassan, Europa Conference League. Let's not.
Red Devil. I thought I said mute your mic.
What the hell is Europa Conference League? What?
You don't want to know. So Hassan, talk to me about this crisis.
Bro, what a mess right now. I know we have injuries at the back, but Mane is not hitting form. I mean, great assist for Firmino, but he ain't scoring that much. Salah's throwing himself to the ground in 2 minutes, but he's scoring. But Alisson, I don't know what to say about Alisson. We're just a mess right now. I don't know what it is. It just hit really bad form.
Well, Jamal said that this is all down to FSG. Do you agree that it's FSG that have caused this?
Yeah, because they're penny pinching. I wouldn't say all the blame. I would say 60-70% of the blame. Yeah, most of the blame. Because they're penny pinching. If we wanted to win the league, we should have bought a quality centre back or 2 quality centre backs a lot earlier. Or we should have bought more backup for Mane or Salah. I know Jota is injured, but these guys they're buying from the Championship or the lower teams in the league, which is a problem. But yeah, man, I don't know about top 4. The season's over for me. The season's over. Just Liverpool finish right now.
All right. Let's go to LB. Talk to me, Liverpool.
Yeah, I think the problem with Liverpool is something that not anyone has mentioned today, that they sort of peaked a little bit too early this season. If we remember, obviously they lost Van Dijk early this season, but they still managed to do fairly well, despite the loss of Van Dijk and numerous other players. But now it's just sort of like what Jamal was saying, has caught up with them. And I think it's easy for people to say that injuries has, really made them go down the ladder. But at the end of the day, if you've got the best manager in the world, you'd think that he'd be able to manage his squad and
manage the situation,
manage the situation in, Jurgen Klopp. But,
I can't respond to that. Yeah, I just want to say, who you support, bro?
I'm a United supporter, but I do like Bayern Munich as well.
Okay, so you will be confident because Henderson and Fabinho is playing centre back. So let's say Matic and Pogba, right? Because that's your 8. So you will be confident as Matic and Pogba as a centre back for half of the season. Pogba and Matic as your centre back pairing.
Actually, yes. I'll explain this later.
Pogba? As a centre back, are you mad?
Pogba give away 3,000 penalties, man.
I'll explain that when I speak. But actually, yes.
He's trolling. He's trolling.
So easy.
Pogba might be better than
Back to
Maguire. Let's
LB.
be honest, guys.
Back to LB.
Yeah.
And it's got half of the season. Sorry.
Yeah. So I think if Jurgen Klopp was the best manager in the world, which I still do think he is, but if he was as good as what people think he is, he'd be able to manage the situation and cover cover those three, the loss of Van Dijk. But look, I for one have been proven wrong. I think that Liverpool won't win the league. Initially, I thought they would easily win it, but I've been proven wrong, and here we are. I think they'll be lucky to make top 4, so they'll obviously have to win the Champions League to get into it next season. So, yeah.
So okay, so yes or no? Do they make top 4? Yes or no?
No, I don't think they do.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So wait. So before I go to Connor here, let me just take some of these super shades. So from your boy Undisputed, who says, please remind everyone that Liverpool have 6 CLs. Undisputed, the CL talk is tomorrow. We are currently addressing you. No, we are currently addressing Bans.
Don't worry, Undisputed.
We are currently addressing Bans saying what's up to your defense. So right now, it's about the Liverpool thing. The CL occurs on Tuesday. So let's deal with what's happening right now.
About the Premier League.
Don't divert the attention. Rodrigo Rodas says, Thiago, a.k.a. Tom Cleverley, sideways passing merchants. Rodrigo, we're going to address the dude. Rodrigo, first of all, that's very harsh and that is extremely rude. Don't you dare put Tom Cleverley in the same senses as Thiago Alcantara. But we will address Thiago Alcantara in the...
It's called Champions League.
Easy. So your boy Cotley Austin says, easy! Cotley Austin says, you know what? The grass is not always greener on the other side. That is in reference to Thiago Alcantara because Cotley Awesome is a Bayern fan. Yes, we're going to be doing a painful assessment of Thiago Alcantara where I think I would apologize to Bayern fans. Your boy David Cote says, you know what up? How good are Dortmund really? They are trash. And I think Dortmund are probably going to get touched up by Sevilla on Wednesday if they're not serious. So I think Sevilla might get that ass. King Gambani says, I knew Pool were frauds. Many lucky 1-0 wins last season. King Gambani, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. They deserve to win. It wasn't lucky. They deserve to win. They're just doing bad right now. All because they're doing bad right now doesn't mean that they didn't deserve the double when they got it.
They're the first team to win the league with 5 subs and water breaks, man. It doesn't count.
Where's the CL? Where's the CL?
A1, meet that mic. Whimsical Thoughts. Easy.
Where's the CL?
Whimsical Thoughts says, has Klopp come from behind and won a league title? Well, he's never really had to, though. That's the thing. He's never actually really had to. So he hasn't done it. Pep has. But I mean, is that something that should hold against him? As of right now, he ain't coming from behind and winning any league title as of right now. So I think he should worry less about that and just focus on actually trying to maintain top 4. Your boy Armchair Critic says, HH, don't host a hangout after we lose 0-4 to Paris. First of all, Armchair Critic, yes, I will host a hangout if you lose 4-0. And second of all, can people stop copying me? First of all, I've got Red Devil Studio copying my reverse psychology. Now I have Armchair Critic. Guys, don't copy my reverse psychology. It's mine. It's trademarked. And no, you're not allowed to use it. I'm only allowed to use it for Chelsea and Nigeria. Don't copy my reverse psychology, Armchair Critic. Don't you do so. Daniel Henkel says, Thiago Alcantara equals Spanish Harry Winks. Daniel Henkel, relax. Relax. Daniel Henkel, relax. That is very rude. Take that back right now. You take that thing right back. That is bloody rude. Don't you dare mention that thing. Daniel Henkel, don't you dare. Don't you dare. That is very rude. That is very, very disrespectful. I don't find that funny at all. I don't find that funny at all. Kono, talk to me. Liverpool, talk to me.
Bro, there's something actually going wrong right now. Listen, if you're playing Shaqiri and Henderson in defense, there's something actually like wrong.
Shaqiri.
Let the guy talk.
Let him learn. Bans Liverpool fans.
There are literally only 3 major injuries in the defense, and you're here putting Henderson in defense. And if you lose to Sheffield United next, like the season's over, and you might even get relegated. That's a thought. But my friend was telling me.
This is not Arsenal, chill. It's not Arsenal.
Connor, thank you very much for that.
And they're playing Oxford.
Connor, thank you for that insight, bro. Thank you for that insight, Connor. Thank you very much. That was quality, bro.
Let me be in the hangouts. Keep me here, okay?
HH, control your child, bro.
Okay, let's, because I'm keeping these very rude people till last, so let's road to Real. Oh, Theo. Oh God, Natsa is still here. Damn it. Real, talk to me. Liverpool, talk to me. Real.
Yeah, I think Liverpool got exposed.
Classic.
Liverpool got exposed, in my opinion.
Okay.
Liverpool got found out, like, because every game they're getting, they're losing every game. They're like relegation form right now.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right.
Great insight on the game. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Ollie.
Now, has everyone spoken apart from Red Devil and Latza? So everyone has spoken apart from Red Level. So everyone has spoken apart from Red Level and Latza. So before I give it to, because I'm going to let Latza go last because I know that he's going to be very slick. So before I hand it over to Lead Level, I actually want to. Before I go to Lead Level, let me just read. So from Yassir's side says, Scott McSauce over Thiago. Yassir's side, relax.
True.
Relax. Yassir's side, relax. But you may be onto something.
True.
Agorno says, don't forget, Thiago was benched by Goretzka and Kimmich. Guys, you know what? Thiago Alcantara and your family, I don't think you want to listen to the next segments because I think things are going to get very, very brutal. Very, very brutal. Lead level. Talk to me about this whole Liverpool thing, man.
Okay. Just hear me out for 2 seconds. Just hear me out.
I'm undisputed. Talk to me. Okay, let's talk facts here. Liverpool has the best goalkeeper in the league. We have the best centre back in the world. Obviously, he's not playing. We have the best in the world, the best left back in the world, the best fielder in the world.
Let him land.
In the world, the best right winger in the world. We have the most passionate captain in the world.
Let him land.
Southampton last week.
That's undisputed. That's not us.
Wan-Bissaka will trip over his own feet. Luke Shaw is fatter than Hazard. Fernandes, he will just dive the whole game, but he won't get a penalty this time. Martial is a donkey. Pogba has spent 5 years at Manchester United, and he has 0 goals and 0 assists against Liverpool.
250 haircuts, yeah.
Liverpool has twice as many Champions League trophies as Manchester United. They're the biggest club in England. I'm very confident. 4-0.
That's true.
4-0.
See, this is the thing. Like, I don't like to do that. I don't take pleasure in doing that, HH. I generally don't.
Yes, you do.
You do. Shut up.
No, I don't. And to be fair, Undisputed is actually in the comments, so shout out to him. I haven't seen Samuel for weeks. I don't know where this guy is. I've been reaching out to him on Twitter and stuff. I haven't seen any sites, so Hassan, who's here.
We might not see him for a while, I can't lie.
Wait,
easy. Undisputed, there's a space there. There's a space there for you.
Undisputed.
I have saved a space for you, Undisputed. So quickly take your space right now. I've saved a space for you, Undisputed. Get in here right now. Lead level, go for it.
Because to be honest, out of the 4, Samuel probably gave the most smoke and he's disappeared. So shout out to Jamal and us McCurran because more reason. Anyway, Liverpool. It was coming. This is the reality. It was coming, So, and while I as a United fan, I empathize with the centre back situation because we have brick centre backs and we've been wanting a centre back for a while. The reality is that these signs were there. I was saying this from the beginning, and I'm even talking from Aston Villa 7-2 baptism. And that was when they had Van Dijk and stuff. There was clearly something that was going on. And then when you saw them dropping points to Burnley, to Fulham, etc., I said several times, I was like, actually, you know what? The issue of this Liverpool team more so seems to be their ability to create goals. And when Jota got injured, I knew that was going to be a big issue. Okay. it hasn't helped that Thiago, the person who's going to be, the sort of midfield maestro.
Well, we're getting to him. We're getting to him. But just
but just in defense of Tom Clevy has a CL. Okay, he has a Champions League as well.
Let level don't stoop that low. Let level don't
Champions League as well. And Scott.
Let level don't do that. Don't do that. Don't stoop that low.
There has to be an argument for Scott McTominay being better than Thiago this season. I'm just putting that out there. That there is an argument to be said. But
you put that out there now. Put that back in, please. Thank you.
I'll put that out and put that back in and put that back in. Maybe even Mason Mount, but I mean it's slightly different position, but it's fine.
Well, he is Chelsea's best player, so
yeah.
Hassan, mute your mic, please. Thank you.
So unfortunately, this is basically like long coming. Like we know, obviously they have the defensive things. Alisson, obviously, I don't know what it is. I mean, I asked Liverpool fans, how bad was Adrian really? How bad?
Relax.
No, I mean, but did he do the mistakes that I'm not saying Alisson's terrible, but would he have done those mistakes Alisson's made in the last 2 weeks?
Bro, he's done it, but we won the game. That's the difference.
Let him land.
I'm just saying, or even the second choice keeper that you have, I forget his name, it's a German Dutch guy, something.
Kelleher,
something like that. Yeah, I mean, obviously we can't criticize Alisson completely because he's obviously done quite a lot for Liverpool Football Club. But obviously, if there's something in the background, if this is a trend, and the thing with Klopp is that that we've seen, I know he's got limited options, but he at the same time is unfathomably loyal sometimes to certain players.
Like who?
That is something that is an issue I've seen with Klopp. Milner,
like
for example. Huh?
Like
Firmino.
So who is gonna play then?
Origi's
gonna play.
Origi. Yeah, Origi. Yeah, of course, by all means. Or try the youth. Something. The point I'm trying to make is that like if you're at the end of the day,
that was a crazy assist though.
Yeah, but no, it was. What I'm trying to say is that if it's not working, okay, then you have to try something. And even before you didn't have those injuries, there was still a period. I remember on this hangout where Jota was fit and he was still playing Firmino. More so, he was trying to get Jota into the team. He was trying to accommodate Jota into the team for Firmino. And that was when Jota was fit. So it's not as if it just started now. But regardless, Liverpool in a difficult situation. Obviously, this would be stupid if they'd sack him. Let's be real. They're not going to win the Premier League. We know that. Sorry, Undisputed. Apologies. They're probably...
You never know.
Well, I mean, 4-0. I was told 4-0 baptism at Anfield. And then next week, Burnley got the dub. People can be wrong.
Keep it going.
People can be wrong. Well, as for the Champions League, Leipzig, we'll see what happens. But I'll end with this. There is a UEFA Europa Conference League. That's starting from September.
Which you'll be playing in, yeah.
No. We'll be Hassan. We'll be fine. We'll get top 4. We'll be okay. I am concerned that Liverpool, and maybe this is the hope here, that you want to win trophies, you want to be a big club, then no one's won the UEFA Europa Conference League before. That might be the first one for you guys to win.
Level. On that note, you're done here. So,
Red Devil. Are you playing Real Sociedad in? What competition are you playing Real Sociedad?
The Europa League. I'm talking about the Europa Conference League, Jamal.
And what was the last time you won ACL? 08?
How great is Fergie really? 20 years? How really?
When was the last time you won a Premier League?
I love it.
Wait, see. Okay, wait. Latza, talk to me. So, Latza. Now, Latza, don't get rude and everything.
Make it quick.
Latza, just come and be. You're winning now and everything. I show some class, Latza.
Go in.
I don't have anything against Liverpool itself, but their fans, bro. They make you hate your life. The way when they were winning, the smug faces of Lamal, I remember you used to crack jokes every time.
That's it. Do you remember Dynasty? Do you remember Jamal Dynasty? This is the
I never said that.
You did the Dynasty, the Klopp Dynasty.
Oh yeah, Lamar, bro. I remember you used to try to crack jokes about every team in the league every time coming with a new joke. Right now, you're broken. I
am.
And then this guy, I thought you had the best players in every position. Well, what's his name again? Carrius Becker. Give me a break.
More seals in your club. Relax. More seals in your club.
Actually, Nata, can you come up with some constructive criticism here?
Yeah.
I feel sorry for Klopp. Right now, he's grieving over his mother and death and everything. But this is football. It's a harsh sport. When you're doing bad, you're doing bad.
Correct.
And they've not. I'm gonna be objective. I'm not gonna be a guy that's trying to hate on Liverpool because I don't want to kick a dog when he's freaking dead already. So the left back situation, the right back situation, like they have no backup for them. These guys are running up and down 24/7, 50 miles and second every day for you guys, and you don't get a backup for them. In a club system, they rely on these players, and they don't bring backups for them. Salah,
no, we've got a backup for
Wait,
Robertson.
they got a backup for left back. That Greek
Yeah,
guy.
we're not trying
But
to.
how much did they buy him for? 2 million? Fucking hell, bro! Like that guy's.
So play him.
I never heard of him.
Let him land.
Not a land.
I never heard of him in my life.
So Nato, who is to blame here? Is it the defensive crisis? Is it Klopp? Is it FSG? Why are they in this crisis?
Like, bro, you have to blame FSG. You have to blame FSG because the thing with FSG is they when they sold Coutinho, people were praising them. Okay, you sold Coutinho, you bought these players, you bought Alisson, Fabinho, all these players. Yeah, you bought them, but after you sold Coutinho, so why are you praising these guys? These guys haven't spent money from their pocket at all. Like when people expect Salah and Firmino and Mane to outscore teams when they have never done that. They've done it for maybe a few games here and there, but they haven't scored. They're not like City. They don't outscore teams 6-7-0 all the time, or like most of the season when they play less opposition. So you can't expect that from the attack when the defense is taking so many goals. Like Vardy made them look like amateurs.
No, man.
He made them look like amateurs. But Liverpool, you have to stay humble. You guys were not humble. And this is what happens when you talk too much smack. You saw United, they talked a lot of smack as well this season, and you saw it happen. And we're cheering top of the league, 8 points ahead. Liverpool fans talk so much smack when they can't back it up like Bayern and freaking Barcelona because they have that money to back it up. Liverpool are not that team, so you have to be careful what you say. So right now,
that was good, man. That was good.
Easy. Let me just hit this super chat. So, from Latin Lozari, who says, to be fair, Thiago made Verratti his bitch in the final.
He's not lying. He's not lying.
No, he didn't, because first of all, I don't think Verratti even played the final, and even if Verratti did, he wasn't fully fit. It wasn't a fully fit Verratti, so that doesn't count. Undisputed says, okay, so sorry, already said. So Rodrigo Rodas says Thiago is Ndidi's son. Shouted by Hendo, disrespected. Look, man, the thing about this is that I cannot ignore that. Ndidi is Nigerian, and also, did you see? I think wasn't he that laid the pass to Barnes?
Yeah.
So, guys, let's now talk. Now, this is now real. Thiago. Now,
HH, can I quickly say one thing? I would just like to point out to Natsa that my goalkeeper benches your goalkeeper for Brazil.
Speak on it.
So there's just that. And also to Mr. Red Devil Studios, who is talking so much shit right now. He just said that Man United can play Pogba at center back and not be shit. You play Maguire at center back, and you paid 80 million for him to be a center back, and he's still shit. And you think you can play Pogba at center back? And
Marino said he could be a centre back.
Pogba played a centre back under Jose and was fine when
one game.
No, we are moving beyond that. We're moving on. So now let's address Thiago. I have an apology to make. I'm going to make this apology again. I made it on the post-match stream. I'm going to make it here.
Better be loud and clear.
Bayern fans, I'm sorry.
That's loud enough. That's loud enough.
Okay, Bayern Munich fans, I apologize. When this transfer was made, I was like, Bayern, what are you doing? Why are you transferring one of your best players? Like, wow, what are you doing? The Bayern fans were like, no, we don't need him. We have Joshua Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich can easily do his role. And we've got Goretzka as well, that we don't need him, I was like, what? Also got Tolisso in there as well. It's fine. Like, Thiago is a good player. He is not a player that we rely upon. He's not a guy that we need. And he's not a guy that we hang a hat on. We hang a hat on Joshua Kimmich. We hang a hat on Goretzka and Muller. Thiago is just there to complement things. I was like, okay, wow. Here's the thing. Thiago is a good footballer. But all because you're a good footballer doesn't mean that you will play well or you can be effective. And I think that Thiago was trying to do stuff, but Leicester were like, "No, we're not having that," because he got dispossessed a lot of times. He was trying to quickly feint, make quick turns every single time they were hanging him down. Jamal.
Yeah.
I'm going to just answer because I all I know is how to say things and say these things as straight as an arrow. Are you ready to say that this was a dud buy, or is it a bit more complicated than that? This is much more of a system thing, an adjustment, Bundesliga thing, a language thing. Where are you at with this whole Thiago thing?
Yeah, first thing, I didn't know Thiago had so much haters. Like, to me, nobody mentioned him when he was at Bayern. I'm shocked. But
He's
yeah,
at Liverpool
for me,
now, so you know.
yeah, for me, this guy passes the eye test, right? He has 2 CLs. That's all I'm gonna say. But no, the thing is, guys, is it me? Oh, watch this. All the players who transferred to England this year in this pandemic, who has really been successful? Because I'm looking at it now. Bale, Classy, Chet Werner, Havertz, Ziyech,
Cavani.
He's been average.
He's average.
Diaz.
He's average.
Diaz.
He needs five chances to score on goal. But anyway, Diaz was good.
Diaz.
So what I'm saying is, I feel he get injured by Richarlison, so that was a bad start first. And I think Liverpool right now are just crap. The guy is not Messi. He's not going to come in and make a crap team good again. I feel it's not his fault, man. Because what? Alisson has been showing how it goes. What are you supposed to do? Go and stop Alisson? He's trying his best. He needs time. I think next season you'll see the best of him. But I think, this season is a write-off. But I don't feel just because he is making Liverpool crap. I just feel Liverpool is a bad place right now. And he's just in the crap. That's all I got to say.
True City fan, man, how do you assess the whole Thiago thing?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Look, man, I would like to say this, and I'll say it with my heart out. I work with Liverpool fans. You guys have one small issue. Whenever you buy somebody, you try to overhype them. You try to make them the best in the world. When you guys got Thiago, some of us watch a lot of football. I knew what Thiago is. He failed at Barcelona and ran away from Barcelona because there was more talent there. Yeah, I get there was more talent. But you made him seem like he's the best guy. And one guy from Liverpool told me that if you guys get Thiago, you're going to walk the league regardless. When Van Dijk got injured, I went back to the guy and said, Van Dijk is injured, man. You're in trouble. He's like, nah, man, we're too good. You're too good. Pep is a fraud. He's never going to get back to us. Thiago is a masterclass, better than De Bruyne. You will see this week. Let me just say something. I have never seen. I repeat this. The guy is average in the Premier League. He's being exposed. All he knows what to do is put his palm up and say, "Oh, sorry for that. Sorry for that pass." What has he achieved? What has he achieved? Please tell me, Liverpool fans. What has he achieved? What has he achieved? Did you pay? Look, you paid. How much did you pay for him? How much did you pay?
Pennies. You pay pennies. That's it, pennies.
Well, 20 million, you wasted your money. You should have invested that in a defender because this guy is bad. He's bad. He's bad. And then, do you know what other thing you did? You ignored Gino and Adam, who was working hard for you, not giving him a contract, and you went to get this guy. All he knows how to dance is Latino music and salsa. And you guys think he's gonna save you? He's done nothing. He's done nothing completely.
Where has all this come from, man? God damn.
Here it is, HH. Let's be honest. It's difficult for him. It's difficult for him, and it's not working out. And to be honest with you, some of the pundits are saying, as long as you throw in Thiago, Liverpool look like they're not in tune anymore. They're not. That's all I can say. Overhyped.
Energy.
All right. Well, so what's the call? Let's okay. On the speed side, Liverpool perspective.
What about me, man? Don't forget about me.
Everyone, I'm focusing on
guys.
you, man.
First of all, let's stop with this revisionism here, okay? Thiago started every game last season in the Champions League for Bayern.
What does that mean, though?
He started every
What's that
game in
mean?
midfield. He was there in the 8-2 against
What's he done
Barca.
for Liverpool, the undisputed? What's he done for
He was there in the
We're talking
final.
about Liverpool, not
Red,
Barca.
no, no,
Let
Red
him
Devils.
land, let him land.
Let's
Let him
Devils
land. Let
serious.
him land. Let him land.
The problem is you're not saying if you said he's not been good for Liverpool, that's one thing. What you're saying is he's just a bad player, which is just not true. You're not a central part of a treble-winning team if you're a bad player. It's that simple. He's clearly got a lot of talent, but it's just not working out for him. What needs to happen is we need to move Henderson back in midfield. He can be the Gattuso to Thiago's Pirlo, if that makes sense.
Undisputed. Dante was
Easy,
a part of the
easy.
treble winning side in 2013, and Dante was terrible.
Thiago was actually
Terrible.
good though. Thiago ran that midfield. He also all this talk about Bayern fans loved him, but then they turned on him when they realized he was gonna go away. Let's be real here. He was a starter in their midfield. He was not a bench player like they want you to believe. He was a starter. Kimmich was at right back.
Yeah.
And Bayern don't
Can I
look as
just
good.
add on to that? Are we just gonna
Yeah.
forget what happened against Barcelona? What he played? Are we gonna forget how we played against Leon? Are we
Yeah.
gonna forget what he did in the CL final? Football
no,
fans
no.
have short memories, man.
You
That's
can
it.
exclude Barcelona. Come on, that's like bad.
But Jamal, the issue is that many Bayern fans say, like, yeah, he was complimentary, but Bayern fans said that we would have still gotten that ass without Thiago. Thiago definitely
We'll
helped.
see. We'll
but
see
would have
this
still-
season.
True, we'll see. We shall see. We shall see what they do. But Bayern fans said no. As long as we can keep Joshua Kimmich and so forth, we are fine without having
Red
Thiago.
Devil Studios, one more thing. I would just like to say that Thiago has done more in the Champions League than Paul Scholes ever did.
Facts.
Again, Paul Scholes played for Manchester United though. What's he done for Liverpool? Like, what does that benefit you as Liverpool football
Okay,
club? That's what I'm saying. Like, Paul Scholes won a treble. What is he bringing to you?
Okay.
aside from being a
I'm
BTEC
just-
Dembele? That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you guys right now, just wait till Henderson moves back in midfield. There's actually been studies done by
Undisputed.
Harvard
Chill.
University.
Undisputed. They might.
Henderson.
I'm just
No. There's actually been
I'm not
get
clipping
clipped.
anything. Undisputed. No. You're not landing. Keep that plane in the sky. You're
I'm
not
running
clear
out
for
of fuel,
landing.
man. I'm running out of fuel.
Good. Keep it in the sky. Keep it in the sky. So
It's gonna crash.
wait. Does anyone else want to add to this whole Thiago thing? With
I'll
Barcelona?
add something to
No,
it.
we can skip.
Oh, could I go?
Okay.
Yeah, let Red
Wilson,
Devil
then
go.
Red Devil. Wilson.
You're getting clipped.
What I was gonna say about Thiago, I just don't think he fits into that Bayern Munich system. I said Bayern Munich, Liverpool system, because what made Liverpool so dangerous back in the past, like on the counter, they win the ball really high up, and Thiago isn't a player that have a lot of energy like a Henderson or Wijnaldum. He's a good talent midfielder. Don't get me wrong, but I just don't think he have like the energy that Henderson brings into that midfield. And right now, like Klopp says, like heavy metal football is what Liverpool play, and I just don't think Thiago fits into that system. That system of playing really high up, press. I just don't think he have the energy for it. I don't think he's a bad player. It's still his first season, so he still has time to turn it around. But I'm not gonna say the dude is a bad player. The guy is a Champions League. He was decent for Bayern, but at the same time, though, shout out to Monta. Monta did say this. He did say Thiago leaving Bayern Munich is not a big loss for Bayern because Thiago has never played more than 40 games, I think, for Bayern because he was injured most of the time. So, yeah, but I don't think Thiago is a bad player. I just don't think he fits into that system. Maybe once everybody's back, we'll see if Thiago can be unlocked. But as for United fan and City fan, you guys need to relax, bro. You guys need to relax, bro.
So before I come to Red Devil, let me just hit some of these man. So from Yas's side, Natsa, a City fan that talks sense. Well done. No, Yas said they're being disingenuous because he's crapping on Liverpool. So no, Yas said I don't accept that thingy for Lazio. No, I don't.
Hater.
Original base Annie says make Tommy Egan greater than Paella Andre Gomez. Oh, look, man. I mean, what? Look, McTominay. I'm actually a huge fan of McTominay right now. Are we really going to put McTominay over Thiago? Really? Is that where we're going?
Yeah,
right now?
this season, yeah.
We need to have a McTominay Pogba.
Okay. Red Devil, talk about Thiago Alcantara and keep it respectful. He's a CEO winner.
Thiago's a Champions League winner. He obviously contributed to the Bayern Munich side and did well for them. Bayern Munich has clearly capitulated since Thiago left. That's what all the Bayern Munich fans tell me. So he was incredibly key to Bayern Munich and they've capitulated. And now he's come to Liverpool this season, and then he's bored because that's what I was told. He was a baller. He was going to carry this Liverpool team. He was the difference. Thiago was going to be the difference for Liverpool winning the Premier League this season, defending their Premier League title. That was the narrative. That was what I was told. So I expected, given the information that was given to me, that Thiago Alcantara was going to dominate this midfield, that they were going to get rid of B-Tech people like Wijnaldum, because let's just flip and flop about his contract and shove him out of there. And Thiago was going to run the deal. Fast forward a couple of months, and if we're honest, you guys have been quite disrespectful to Tom Cleverley, to be honest. I think we were.
No, we haven't.
Let me land. Because if we're talking about equivalents, we should be talking about someone like Cleverson at Manchester United. That's what we should be talking about for based on this season, not on him previously. We should be talking about Cleverson United flop. Okay, at worst, at best, B-Tech and Dembele Spurs. Okay, that's the performance that we've seen from Thiago at Liverpool this season. Cleverson at worst, B-Tech and Dembele at best. Like, he's not the midfield looks completely imbalanced. And you're right, HH, several times. Yes, okay, he was it against United. Oh, he made some nice passes. I told you before, it's like this he's an okay pre-assist merchant, but he's not cutting balls like Pogba. He's not like creating near-clutch chances like De Bruyne. He's not a DM, so he's not like making recovery tackles like a Prime Kante or an Ndidi or whatever. And he's not really holding the midfield because his passing and the ball is off. So what exactly does this guy contribute to the Liverpool midfield right now? The answer, nothing. Maybe if Henderson comes in, I might concede that he might come back in and balance things out. But to be honest, I'm not 100% sure that's going to happen. I genuinely believe that your midfield is more balanced with him out of the midfield. We'll see what happens, but let's not think that this guy is going to somehow be a world beater based on the form we've seen this season.
All right, so
hold on, I'll talk about Tower.
Okay, I'll come to you. I'll come to you guys. So just guys, remember, guys, like that vid, subscribe. Like that vid, subscribe.
Hey, what King Soul said: Fabinho, Henderson, Wijnaldum. For me, that is Liverpool's best midfield. Thiago coming into that, I think.
Okay. Before I come to Nat, let me just repeat again. So, guys, hit that like button. Hit that like button. Get those likes up. Mods.
Hit it.
I will pay you through my love and so forth. So just hit the likes, hit the likes. Subscribe. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the like button. If you're new, subscribe. Subscribe. Natsa, what do you want to say about Thiago?
I want to say hit that like for that content crack.
Yes, sir.
Hit it. So
hit that.
Thiago, you're being harsh on Thiago. Like all you guys are being harsh on Thiago. There is a player in him because a guy doesn't win a Champions League, being a fraud in a midfield where Bayern will win the treble. Okay, there's no way that's happening. Thiago is a good player, but he's not a guy he's not. Although I hate on Verratti so much, he's not a dribbler. Okay, he's not a guy that's he's not gonna make something out of nothing. He's basically a guy that controls the midfield. And he's better when he's playing from deep. He's not a very good player playing high up the pitch. So the criticism of him is the thing. Liverpool fans, when they signed him, they said this guy is the best midfielder in the world. This guy's going to change our team. We're going to be more creative, which was never going to be the case because he's not that player that's going to find a pass from miles away, like De Bruyne would. Even Pogba would do to some kind of extent. He will do that, but he's not that kind of player. So there's a misconception of what he really is. So I think there has to be a different system for him to thrive in this Liverpool team. So as long as they don't have that system, and they play the way Jurgen wants to play, the high metal football. Like, for example, if he was in a Dortmund side that with the Klopp, he would thrive. If he was in a City side, he would thrive. But a Liverpool side, I was even questioning in the signing. So I don't know. Thiago has.
So you're saying that it's more the system then?
Yeah, more the system. I don't think he's a terrible player. No way.
Also, I forgot to mention he's injury prone. He was injured for quite a bit as well. So that obviously is something that is an issue.
All right. So, wait, is that LB?
Yeah. Can I go?
Go for it.
Look, yeah, I'll just second everything that was it Nutzer that said, yeah, I don't think he's a bad player. I think he just hasn't been able to fit into the system very well. And in terms of Thiago leaving Bayern, I mean, I remember when Thiago first signed for Bayern Munich, or within the first couple of seasons, he said that he's never going to leave until he wins the Champions League. And, well, what do you know? As soon as he wins the Champions League with Bayern, he leaves. But in terms of Liverpool and the expectations they had on Thiago, I mean, you got to be realistic. This guy's not, he's in his 30s. He's not going to be able to run a midfield at his maturing age. Yes, he's got a lot of experience, and all that, but just to add on top of that, he's injury prone. So, yeah, I mean, Liverpool, they talked him up too much when he first arrived. So, you can't expect someone.
LB, I was hearing best midfield in the world. LB, I was hearing
best
midfield.
Relax.
That wasn't me. That's not me.
Okay, Gatlock, round us off. Wait, Gatlock, easy. Gatlock, round us off. Gatlock.
Yeah. HH. What happened to Tara, man? What happened to Tara?
I don't know who you're speaking of. I have no idea who you're speaking of.
Tara, man.
Thiago.
We're talking about Thiago Alcantara. Why isn't he popping off?
Alcan what?
It was Jamal that gave him
Alcantara.
It was Jamal that gave him.
Jamal, didn't I warn you not to let this guy open his rotten mouth and give somebody a nickname? After the United 0-0, you went to this guy and jump on him and give him
all you guys in the live chat are a bunch of losers. Everyone in the live chat are a bunch of you sad losers. Continue,
Tara.
Look, so you know where I'm going with this. Part of his bad form is obviously your fault. One of it. The second one is, look, this guy is just coming to a different league, injury hit league, and injury hit team of Liverpool. The guy is very good, let's be honest. He was important to Bayern Munich winning the treble. But here's the thing, when he left, he was important, he played his role. But the way Liverpool fans are making his team, it's like he was the main guy. He was that dude in the midfield. He was important, yes, but I mean, everybody played their part. When you tear apart different teams like Bayern did, then you can't just pin it on one player or two players. You have to pin it on like the whole team. That's what they did. So I don't like judging players based on just one season, especially a season like this for Liverpool. Thiago is a very good player.
Do you think he will still come good for Liverpool, or do you think they may have made it basically similar to Navigator? They may have made a wrong fit. Good player, but a wrong fit.
He's too quality for him to be a wrong fit. I think if you give him a bit of time, he will gel into the squad, because Navigator came from a Leipzig team and he was very young. And I don't know, maybe he had like one good season before he came. Thiago has had different seasons.
Kate is another player. Hate is jinxed. Kate is another player.
Yeah, I blame HH.
I didn't give him a nickname. I didn't give him a nickname.
Yes, you did.
So Gatlock, round off so we can go to the next. Just round off.
So yeah, basically, Thiago has had many seasons where he's been good for us to just call him shit. Okay, and Liverpool are going through a very bad period right now, and I feel if we give him more time, because he's been injured for a while now. He just came back recently when the team is on a bad form. So let's see how he goes when the team hits form.
Can I say something real quick, HH?
Real quick.
Yeah, real quick. Brief. Yeah, guys, the only reason why we hyped him up so much is because Liverpool are not like a Barcelona or a Manchester City or a Manchester United who buy stars. This was the first time we buy a star in about nearly 10 years. The last time we buy a star big as he was Fernando Torres in 2008. So that's the reason why we hyped him up, because we just bought a CL treble winner. So that's why we hyped him up.
The funny thing is, the start signing was a 20 million.
Wait, easy. Okay, so
one more thing I want to say.
Wait. So from Amja Critic, who says, tempo dictators are heavily reliant on their teammates. Put a historically good strength midfielder like Javi in Liverpool in the current state, and he'd struggle too. The thing about it is that Thiago is a tempo dictator, but not to the same extent as Javi. But I do agree that that's what I said to begin with. An amazing player put in the wrong system will not be effective. There are very few players who adaptability is a characteristic in and of itself. Not every amazing player has the adaptability skill, which is, people say, oh, I hate him. Cristiano has his adaptability is amazing. He knows how to tweak his game to his system. Not every player has that. Thiago Alcantara is a very good player, but this is not going to take some adapting to do, and maybe some adapting from Thiago and some adapting for Klopp to make him work for the system. Because what I said was Thiago Alcantara is a better player than Henderson, but I think Henderson is more effective in that midfield because Henderson is a guy who he will go for the long ball quickly and he'll find you quickly. Thiago will want to take a bit more time on the ball, but by the time you take that time, you've already missed the run from Mane, you've missed the run from Trent, you've missed that run already because Henderson, ball at the top, boom, quick, and that now lead to a chance like it did in the first half. So I just think that for Thiago and for Liverpool, there has to be some adapting done and there has to be some tweaking done because, and especially Bundesliga, you get given a lot more time. And this is what Havertz even said. Havertz said that, man, it's really quick. Premier League is really quick compared to the Bundesliga. So for Thiago, it's like you would have all the time in the world for you to ball. And even in that Champions League final, Verratti wasn't fit and PSG actually allowed Bayern to have the ball because that's part of their tactic. So for Thiago, you're now realizing that, bro, Premier League, it's a lot faster, a lot quicker, much faster paced. So because the game is much quicker, you're going to have to do things a lot quicker. So those turns you used to make and going to come off in the Bundesliga, they're not going to come off in the Premier League because guys are hounding you down because of the physicality of the league. All right, guys. So let's talk about Homeboy now. Messi. Can I just I don't want to cause any offense. I really don't want to cause any offense, but
yeah, right.
All I want to know is when last were Alaves relevant? That's the key thing because this is getting annoying now. Yes, it's an amazing goal. 2 amazing goals. Like the goal last, but it was superb. It was so amazing that the keeper didn't move. It's getting annoying where every single time Messi does this against bottom of the barrel teams, Messi's the GOAT. Messi's amazing. Messi is superb. And for the life of me, I just cannot understand why people are so reactionary to this stuff because, see, this is why I brought the Dodd arguments. People say, oh, Dodd. Dodd is necessary here because Dodd ensures that we give certain things the proper praise they deserve. Messi scoring this goal, it's a quality goal, but we know how good Messi is. It's freaking Alaves. There is no degree of difficulty whatsoever. So something that you enjoy.
Hey, didn't he praise Hazard for scoring against Elche?
What's that?
It wasn't even Elche.
Didn't he praise Hazard for scoring against Huesca?
Yes.
So the thing here is this is Alaves. This is Alaves. So
he's back.
So I think here is you need Dodd. Dodd is very key. There's no degree of difficulty. So for me, my thing here
unless
is
it's for Hazard, unless it's for Hazard.
My thing for the guys is like, guys, don't be too reactionary here because it's okay. And this is how I'm going to present the question. So let me just hit the super chats and I'll present the question to you guys like this. So from your boy, King Gabani says, "Amch's critic super chats equals unpopular gospel truth." Yeah, which is about the tempo dictators. Yes, side says HH give Diaz a nickname and HH gave Diaz a nickname and he had a
The D. That's the
nickname. Yes, said Gundogan was holding his groin. HH, shake my head. I didn't give Gundogan a nickname.
You said
the elk.
I did not. Amcho Critic says only Modric and Verratti can be elites everywhere. Modric,
Verratti, Uber Eats,
Marco. You see,
call him Marco.
Marco Verratti. See, Marco Verratti is the only guy that can be lethal everywhere. Verratti, Marco Jeremiah Verratti. Jeremiah Verratti can be amazing anyway. So, guys,
you see, where's the evidence for that?
Where's the evidence?
We've only seen him in PSG. I understand Modric.
True City fan, I'm going to confess to you this. Does it matter which teams you score an amazing goal against, or should an amazing goal be praised whoever you face? So Messi scoring this against Alaves, who are Alaves, should we bother giving it this kind of praise where Messi the GOAT, Messi wonderful, fire emojis? Or should we be like, okay, this is all cool and everything, but let's see what you do on Tuesday. Let's see what you do against Real Madrid. Let's see what you do against Atletico. Or should we always praise what Messi does despite the opposition that he plays against? True City fan.
Look, man, I understand. Like, let's say, look, he played against La Liga backup dancers, and we can get that. But at the end of the day, you have to beat what's in front of you. So basically, either he doesn't perform or performs. Let's say, okay, let me just say this. What if he didn't perform in this game? People would be laughing. Oh, he failed against such a shit team. But look at this. Messi did something incredible today. Let's just give him credit for what it is. It doesn't matter if these guys are the backup dancers, but I get where you're coming from. There's a lot of Messi fanboys who overhype things, because if it was another player, it wasn't going to be overhyped like this.
No, you see, True City fan, you have to, whoever it's against, bro, that's an amazing goal. It is the level that you go to. It is the lengths that you go to. Say, whoa. It is an amazing goal against flipping Toilet FC. It's still an amazing goal against Toilet FC.
Respect Alaves.
But the thing about it is that it's Toilet FC. So say, oh, that's a quality goal. But there's only so much I can give you if you did this against Toilet FC. So my thing, I'm not calling Alaves Toilet FC. I'm just using this as an analogy. Is you have to look and actually understand where you're coming from and the kind of praise that you're being given. So. True City fan, that's just all I'm saying is that yes, this is good, but I was seeing Messi the GOAT. And I think it was even Dana that even said this to me. Do you know what the GOAT stands for? The greatest of all time.
Yeah, he is.
You cannot be the greatest of all time if you do anything against Alaves. That shouldn't be the game in which you say, man, the GOAT. Alaves? In a La Liga game? At Camp Nou? I mean, what are we coming in? So, who else wants to jump on this top topic?
I'll jump on it.
Oh gosh, Wilson.
I'm not gonna.
Look, Wilson, be respectful.
I'm not gonna do that. I don't care no more because, yeah, Messi's the greatest La Liga player of all time. I've said it countless of time. But at the same time, though, if he didn't perform today like True City fans say, we all be laughing at him. I probably would have been the first one in here say he's finished and just start trolling and stuff like that. But yeah, you still gotta praise a guy. Yes, he mastered La Liga and everything, but the amount of consistency he's been doing in La Liga, it's pretty insane. I wouldn't go as far as say he's the greatest of all time because he scored a beautiful goal against Alaves, obviously, but you can only beat who's in front of you. So, yeah, credit to Messi. He scored today. It's a fantastic achievement for him. But my only thing is I hate when the Messi fanboys, when Messi scored those goals, they go on Twitter, started bringing up Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi has scored more outside goals than Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm like, Cristiano Ronaldo, what does that have to do with Cristiano Ronaldo? It's Messi that's playing. And they keep on saying he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT. Yeah, for them, he's the GOAT. But like I said, the GOAT conversation is endless because everybody has their own GOATs. Some people think it's Pelé, Maradona, and so on. Some people think it's Messi. Some people think it's Cristiano. So I think it's just an endless debate. But the reason why I don't really like having the GOAT conversation that much with Messi and Cristiano, I would rather wait till they're finished in their career because they still can add into their legacy. As for Messi, I think the thing that's stopping Messi to be the GOAT for me is you haven't performed for Argentina yet. You haven't given your country any type of trophy yet.
But why do you think that people rush to the whole GOAT status thing whenever he does stuff against like an Alaves or something? Why do people just rush to, oh my gosh, he's the greatest of all time?
Because we never seen that. We see, obviously Pelé, people describe Pelé because they say he played against farmers, but people like my grandfather, he watched Pelé play. He told me that Pelé is very consistent too. But I guess in this era, we never seen a player like a Messi and Cristiano that so consistent week in and week out because even though Alaves is not a really good team, but like name me another player that could be consistent every single year, score goals like that against an Alaves. Even as a Neymar, he gets injured all the time. Hazard gets injured all the time. Like Like you just have to praise him. But they just take it as for because they worship him so much that they take it to the point say he's the GOAT. But again, just for me, just my opinion, I'm not gonna put Messi as the GOAT unless he wins something for Argentina or win a World Cup or Copa America. That's just me.
Vilton, there's only one way to settle this. 2022 World Cup final, Argentina, Portugal.
To be honest with you,
no.
To be honest with you,
No.
I think the world will end. I think the world will end.
No, the
I
problem
didn't
is.
sign off on that. I
Can
didn't sign off on that.
I make a point on this?
If that, hold up.
Wait, Red Devil.
Okay, so what is the question is regarding like can we make a big deal out of Messi scoring against like
yes, so because basically like again like I go onto Twitter and I'm like I see Messi the GOAT, Messi fire emoji, Messi greatest of all time, and I'm like okay, it's an amazing goal, but it's against Alaves, and hence why I brought up the whole term called DOD, degree of difficulty. Once you succeed to the degree of difficulty, that is then where you get given the GOAT status. You can't be given the GOAT status when you do stuff against a beatable team.
Okay, so to be fair, HH.
Elliot C. Elliot Show. Elliot G. Elliot Joe. Elliot G.
Who is this?
Elliot Joe. Elliot G.
Who is this?
Elliot Joe.
Sounds like
Elliot G. Elliot Joe.
This is you, bro.
Elliot G. I told you. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you that the eye test always works. The eye test is undefeated. He's here. He's landed. I told you, don't let the edge get match fit.
Oh, come on. Red Devil, don't do this. Red Devil, don't do this. Red Devil, shut it down. Shut it down. Red Devil, shut it down. Red Devil, turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Yeah, it is.
Turn it off.
You know. All I'm saying, HH.
First of all, Red Devil, that wasn't called.
That was Sheffield.
That wasn't called for.
That was Sheffield United.
Red Devil, that wasn't called for.
So
that wasn't called for.
I'm saying maybe you can make a big deal out of things. You know, if you can make it against the Yetch, who has landed, then just give Messi this stuff. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, can I say something, HH?
You guys, who's better? Ziyech or Lingard?
Lingard, bro.
Has to be Lingard.
Undisputed, do you want to be thrown out of this hangout? Jamal, talk.
Yeah.
Can I, go ahead.
Yeah, before let's say you guys today, I don't know what's wrong with Wilton. Wilton is talking sense today. He's been the most sensible one on this show today. That's not the game.
He hasn't been on that content crack anymore.
Yeah, but
True.
This is for you, bro. This is for you.
You can't say haters chill because people will say, "Oh, it's against he's done it against Huesca." It does not matter. He is showing you why he's that dude. He's showing you why if you get him at his best and we get him psychologically right, Real Madrid is totally different team. Totally different. And he can totally game change. Of course, Real Madrid have issues. I love it.
As you said, it doesn't matter if it's Alves. He is that dude.
Can I respond? In response to that, Hazard was going through hard times, and I think if a player can I land? If a player is going through hard times, he's afforded different luxuries as opposed to a Messi who has it very easy. So because Messi has it much easier and he has luxury, we have to be harder on him. We have to be easy on Hazard because he's going through psychological isures. So that's why I think that the Huesca thing is fair enough. So guys,
let me speak on Messi. Just like
Hassan,
briefly.
talk. Oh, no, Nathan. Okay.
Hassan,
please,
oh
please.
my god. Okay. Let's be honest here. These people that tweet these tweets, they all they do is for just numbers and to get retweets.
Yeah,
and
retweets. Losers.
There was a time when
it works. It works. That's the sick thing. It works.
Once I tweeted something good about Messi and I got added to this group chat on Twitter, and you should have seen this group chat was called Messi FC, and all they do is put tweets in and like each other's tweets when they talk about Messi. Hated, if you don't know how mad these people are, okay? Hated, they dedicate their lives to Ronaldo and Messi. So
I'd hate it to that chat. I'd hate it to that thing.
So you should tell them, and without your permission, they just added you to a Messi FC group.
Yeah. So then I can shout them out. I don't know what they want to do. So hey,
People
you
are
should,
weird. I mean, there's some sick people in this world, man.
You shouldn't have to do it.
No. See, my thing about this is when he retires, what do you now do? Because you're so see for me, like for guys like us, we are football fans, so we'll keep it going. But for these guys, see, whether you're a football fan or let's say you're a club fan, you can always keep it going. But when you're so obsessed about an individual and you're so ingrained into him, and you've lost sight of the beautiful game of football and everything, he's going to retire. So do you now follow his family? Do you now follow his son?
No,
do you now I told you, Lionel Messi, you better be careful, bro. Don't respond to any of these psychopaths. Keep your family as far away from
Same for Cristiano. Same goes for Cristiano.
And Cristiano. Keep yourself far away from these lunatics as well. These guys are psychos.
Wouldn't they just follow the next big superstar? That's how it works. Even in basketball, that's how it works.
No. See,
they're too loyal.
It's a Wilson. Before I come to LB,
no, better play than Messi.
See, to answer you, as much as I crap on Messi and Cristiano and them being international bombs, we've never seen players this consistent before. They have redefined consistency. So I'm telling you right now, we will never in our lifetime see players this consistent over this long period of time in our lifetime. That's never going to happen. So you switching to someone else, it will not be the same because you're like, man, these guys are giving you that crack every single week.
When Messi retires, who's next? Mbappe? Please, Mbappe?
LB.
Who's after him, bro?
LB. He hit me. LB, talk.
Yeah, I think we should just, should take a step back and, understand that this is a very average side that he has scored against. So, I mean, look, like what the previous guy was saying, if he had not have performed, we would have been the first people to criticize him. But, let's just take a step back. Let's relax. He's been struggling, I'd say, this for the majority of the season, Messi, and he's kicked 2 goals against a very average side. So I think people have got to wake up to themselves and, understand. But I've got a question for you, HH. If Messi won the World Cup in 2014, would you have classed him as the GOAT?
How he wins it.
He would have.
LB, why are you asking me that question? Do I have to answer the question?
Just curious.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me ask the question, HH.
No.
You made Robin
he asked me the question.
Take your time.
Put it this way, LB. I'll put it to you like this. If ever I saw Mario Götze, I'm buying him a drink. I'm buying him a drink, and I'm saying, you know what? Anything you need, I got you. That's the best way I can put it, because as much as I'll try to make anything, LB, what are you gonna do? Because I've already said that people can disagree that he's the best club player of all time. Because for me, I don't look at numbers and everything. I just look at what you've done in the club game. I've never seen a player this consistent performance-wise in my life ever. So if this guy won the World Cup, or specifically, let's say he scored the winning goal in the World Cup final, what are you gonna say? Yeah. There is no argument. So hence why, like, if he did that, my R9 thing, my Maradona thing, what can you do? Because Maradona or R9, they can't say what's up to him club-wise. The only thing that R9 Maradona have over him is the World Cup. So if he had won that World Cup, but specifically the key thing, he scores the winning goal, game, set, match, case closed, we're done. But LP, that's the beauty, because I just feel like the football gods want us to argue and debate.
Yeah.
And they want us to argue, because if he had done that, like, there's nothing to debate. But the beauty about it is that you have people of my generation with an argument and people of the younger generation with their argument, and it's the football gods just wanted us to debate and carry on the debate. Hence why I believe that these two bombs will never win a World Cup.
Your nightmare will come true in 2022. It won't be Messi, it'll be Cristiano.
Wait, guys, I've already explained to you my aim. Why do you think I keep on streaming every single day? My aim is make enough money before end of 2022. So if he does win, bro, guys, there's no more football hot. Wait. My main aim is I'm working 3 jobs every day, so I can win enough money by the end of next. So if that dude wins the World Cup, You think I'm going to do a post match, guys? I'm the most unprofessional guy that you know. There's no chance in the hell I'm doing a post match. So I'm praying I get enough money in the locket. So if that happens, bro, I'm gone.
It
I'm
will be a
genuine.
last
You
minute
won't find
penalty.
me.
You were supporting
I'm
Germany.
deactivating
It will be a
everything.
last minute penalty.
So
HH, you were supporting Germany in that final in 2014.
no, I was not. So moving on to the yes, I was. No, I was. No, I was.
Of course
neutral.
you were.
I was neutral. I was neutral. You know, made the best team win. So I'm about to rant. I'm about to rant.
Neymar.
Oh no, not that.
Neymar.
Not that. No. We're saving
Not
that.
Neymar?
No, this
What?
is another rant. Let me give myself the big screen. Let me give myself the big screen here.
Body.
What's he gonna rant about?
When
Yeah,
he
he's the
came,
first on the map.
the first season that
He wants to rant about the Elmia League.
the first season that Pep came into the Premier League. This is the first season that he came into. And I think this might be the first time that I think Natsa will actually like me, you know, since we've been at war. First year that Pep came in, who is this guy with his tiki-taka and everything? And I remember the English media reeled in that, you know, this is the Premier League, you know, all that stuff in La Liga and Bundesliga, you can't do it here. The Premier League is the toughest league in the world. This is why this is the toughest, hardest league in the world. And Pep, I think he came, did he come fourth or third in that first? I think it was fourth. Fourth. And guys are like, man, look, all that tiki-taka football ain't going to work. And Pep, I remember him saying in an interview that it will work. And I'm not going to change. And I think he said, okay, I'm going to hold on to you, to your English media saying that, like, my brand of football can't work here. Because the notion was the Premier League is tough, it's too physical and everything.
Actually, he came third.
Okay, that's what I remember. I think it was third. Yes, it was third. So Pep was like, oh, okay. Next season, 100 points. Goals record. Just one season. Okay. Can I get 98? 98 points? Over 2 seasons, 198 points. And I remember that 100-point season where these guys beat the living daylights out of duty. See, look, I will always give Arsenal that dub because it's a stat. You never beat us. No one ever beats us. But the way City pimp slaps guys in a 100-point season, it was bad.
It was bad, yeah.
It was bad. Like it was like this is stupid. These guys are just play, and he was doing it playing the brand of football that guys said would never work in the Premier League. Massive blip last season because Liverpool managed to say what's up and everything, and then because
Got that ass.
City have not put it Jamal, yeah. Then, but now, on like winning, record has been broken, record number of wins and so forth. So my thing is that we were sold a lie about the Premier League. It was a lie. You know, what the Premier League always was is entertainment. It's entertainment. But you see, the English media there, this is the land of what's called Shakespeare, Roald Dahl. What's the name of that chick who wrote Harry Potter? What's J.K. Rowling? Good books, by the way. Good books. Quality writer. So they know how to, do all this, yeah thing. Just, they just write like this. And, it's this and that. The Premier League. And what's the name of that clown? Henry Windsor. This has shown. I don't want to hear any more crap about the freaking Premier League. All your arrogance, your elitism, your talking about you looking down on other leagues, no more. Pep has completely and totally disrespected this bum-ass league because this could get bad. Like, he's still winning.
Nah.
He's still winning, and I don't see where the L is coming from. So this could continue to get really, really bad for the Premier League. And I just think that as of right now, even on Twitter, whenever you see people say, it's a Premier League, and especially people who say they don't watch any leagues outside of the Premier League, they only watch the Premier League, and the very arrogant nature of it, Pep has just shown that no, what I did in the Bundesliga, what guys are doing a thing, I can do it right here now. Because nobody can touch these guys. So, because my thing is that where do we land on this? Is this a case of, man, Pep is really good, he's really amazing?
Yes.
Or the Premier League isn't really that great? This is a trash league. So let me come first to the City dude. So Natsa, man. Look, I'll keep it real with you, man. Pep has done that because this has been a difficult season, and it's a difficult season for everyone. I think everybody has had to deal with the difficulty of the season in different ways, and I think the introduction of Diaz, the football being played, the way that they have systematically beat the crap out of guys, bro, you have to hold my hands up. So again, not to be objective, is this a case of just Pep just showing how an amazing manager he is, or did we overrate the Premier League and the Premier League was just waited for a manager like a Pep and a City like City to show what Chelsea, Arsenal, United couldn't do in terms of totally undressing a league?
These losers in the chat that say it's all about money. What happened to Frank Lampard? Just give me an indication. What happened to Frank Lampard? Where is Frank Lampard now? Okay, if Pep was really not that great, where is Frank Lampard? And then let's just talk about Pellegrini. He let Leicester win the league after he spent 150 million that season. He let Leicester win the league.
You got to a CL semi. Right.
Give me a break, bro. He got the luckiest CL semi, the luckiest run ever. He met PSG, the bottlers in the way that through there. So he didn't really do that season was so weird because we finished that season with 66 points. And he still got to I don't know how he got to the semi-final. He was using some kind of juju. I don't know what he was using. But
wait, no. Are you talking about his first season with Man City?
No. I'm talking about the 2016 one where he
sorry. Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a mixture of both. Okay, Pep, every league he went to, first of all, he's destroyed it. Okay, he's not only the Premier League, he's destroyed the Bundesliga, he's destroyed the La Liga. So you can't really say La Liga is much better because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the only time Real Madrid beat them in the league was once with Mourinho. Only once. So he won nearly every season there, and he won every season up in the Bundesliga. And right now, the only time he was bad was last season, and the first season he was there. All the other season, he's completely destroyed the league, completely destroyed it. And right now, he's just the way the football has been played. Nobody can say what's up to City to Pep when it comes to football in the Premier League. No one dominating the game from first to 90 minutes. You saw what happened to Tottenham. Did they have one shot on target? The only shot they had was close was our Harry Kane. They had zero sniff.
Okay. That's based on what Pep. No. Wait. So based on what Pep has done, should Premier League fans still tout this as the best league in the world? Then
most competitive league in the world, not the best. I don't agree that the Premier League is the best, but second best to La Liga in my opinion. La Liga, if you look at La Liga, the way they said what's up to by Barcelona. I forgot who they're playing, but I think Sevilla, exactly Sevilla. The way they said what's up to Barcelona, you can't see it in the Premier League. They don't dominate teams. I think the only time I've seen someone dominate was Leicester. I can't remember who it was. I forgot, but it was Leicester. Leicester's the only team that in the Premier League that can dominate a big team in the Premier League. But other than that, I don't see anyone in the Premier League that can actually say what's up to someone footballing wise. The bigger teams, all they do is park the bus. You see Burnley what they do. That's why for players like Thiago, it's very hard for them to play because teams like Burnley exist in the Premier League.
Route 1 FC, Long Ball FC.
Yeah, Long Ball FCs and shit.
That's a mixture.
It's a bit of the mixture of both. Pep being great and the Premier League not being all that.
So okay, now Natsa, please be objective. Please be objective with this. It looks like if he's going to win the league this season. If he wins the league this season, weighing both things up, would you say that he would have surpassed Fergie in terms of impact in the Premier League?
Say it.
Say it.
You guys want to clip me? I don't know. You guys want to clip me?
Now we're backing that. So you're backing.
Shush, not to talk.
You guys want to clip me? If he wins the Premier League, only the Premier League or the Champions League too?
No. I'm talking impact in this bomb-ass league known as the Premier League.
If he wins the league this season?
Yeah.
To be honest, if he retires and wins the league this season and leaves City and goes somewhere else, he has had a better impact than Ferguson when it comes to dominating the league. Ferguson has never done that. Has he ever dominated the league by winning?
He won.
98.
He won.
Let him lie, Red Devil. Let him lie.
I'll go native.
Natsa, can you please land on the runway? The runway is clear. Natsa, land your plane.
Fergie will always be greater because how many Premier Leagues he's won. But the impact The way people Premier League teams are playing right now, they're playing from the back. Like, what did Fergie do? He was on another freaking long ball match to the side, freaking 4-4-2. The guy wasn't.
Totally did that. Totally did.
He was on the Brexit.
Let him land. Let him land.
He was on the
Red Devil, Mike, please. Not so.
He was another Brexit manager, but he was a very great Brexit.
Not to talk.
Go on. I'll be fine.
He was another Brexit manager.
On a UCL,
let him land, Red Devil. Let him land.
That's why the Premier League was always behind footballing wise, because there's no team they looked up to. And look right now, Pep came to the league. I know he hasn't done so much in the Champions League, but you see, Europa League, Chelsea won it, and the freaking Liverpool won the Champions League, and the teams in the Premier League have become vastly better than before. And better managers want to come to the Premier League because it's more attractive, and they want to beat Pep. Let's be honest. Why is Tuchel coming down here? Why is freaking Mourinho staying here? Why is Klopp here? They want to beat. They want to beat the very best.
Yeah, Ollie beat them more than them, but
the only brick manager there. The only brick manager there is Ollie. So.
Wait. No. Okay, wait. I'm going to come to I'm going to go to True City fan. That's Red Devil. But before I go to True City fan and the Red Devil, let me just hit some of the super chats here. So, from Uyema, thanks for the dub, man. Who says, blood on Barto's hands. Leo could trophy pad an EPL. You see, my thing here is that first of all, where is Bartomeu? That's my thing. So this guy has come, ruined the whole club, both financially with Messi, and the guy literally can't be found. But they say that he is apparently Perez's brother, which would be a weird, sick twist. Amateur Critic says, is Neymar still the third best player of our era? Amateur Critic, Neymar is the biggest piece of crap of our era. That's what he is, that piece of crap loser who we're going to discuss afterwards. Absolute loser, liar, crap,
easy.
Bastard. Himesh Iteshuma, who says he said, what is this nonsense? Pep, second best manager of all time after Fergie. What? No. Sorry.
No, you're better Uncle Moose, sorry.
No.
He's right.
No, sorry. No. Negative.
Fergie's a go.
Wait. Yassi side says that I hate to admit it. This guy Pep is great. LPL. Yassi side, you're a United fan. You're second. Shouldn't you be having hope that you can still mount a title challenge? Because you told no. Yes, side. You told me at the beginning of this season that Marcus, Ballon d'Or, Rashford, and United would win the league. That's what you told me. So please keep the same energy. Easy whimsical thoughts. Who says EPL is the most promoted league? Yes. There are fans of Premier League clubs more than any other league in every part of the world. In the EPL, any team can beat any team. Premier League is the most entertaining league. It's the most entertaining product because of the fans and its outreach. But I've always said that in terms of quality of football, it ain't great. The quality of football is not like I watched the Leicester City Liverpool game. In terms of quality of football, it wasn't good. It was entertaining. The football wasn't good. I watched the Napoli Juventus game. That was a much better game in terms of quality football, and it's guys in similar positions, i.e. top 4 positions. But Juve Napoli was a far better footballing game than Leicester and Liverpool. But just our Premier League is exciting because of the stories. And then from the real Giannis, who says, Arsenal fan, but please, Fergie took over when they were finishing in the bottom half, and now they're considered as one of the biggest clubs in the world. Which is true, because Fergie's impact specifically for United was huge based on what United were before. But it is an argument to have what has your impact been on the Premier League. Fergie's impact is the amount of league titles that he's won and the amount of teams he created over a long spark of time. Pep is the quality of football and the way in which he has disrespected and undressed a league within a season. So take your pick. True City fan, talk to me. Is the Premier League trash, or Pep and your boys Man City are just too good?
Okay, let's put our horses down here. Let's not call the Premier League trash just because your boy Pep has finally come out and slapped a few people here. Because first of all, let's not forget, and I'd like to clear this out. Last year, when Pep was suffering, we showed him a certain energy. Where is that energy towards Klopp? Let's give the same energy to Liverpool. Yeah, look, man. We get it. It's a CEO, but for now, let's just keep it there for a while. Look, I'm not talking about CL. I'm talking about Premier League. Let's give him the same energy. I'm going to even talk about the CL for Liverpool. Klopp bottled cup games so he can win one trophy. One trophy per bottled cup games, and he was there for 4 years. Let's also think about that. Yes, he won a CL finalist, but he bottled cup games to get there, and he had to make sacrifices. Why this man, Pep? I know you say, oh, all the money, but he's still the GOAT, because what does he do? He goes after every cup and still does it. Now, just because, let's say, he's slapping people in the Premier League, people are starting to say, oh, he has the money anyway. Oh, last year, he still had money to spend. But last year, you told Pep that coach your way out of this. Why are we not telling Klopp to coach his way out of this too?
It's a bit harsh.
We
It's
can
a bit harsh on Klopp. He has all his centre backs off. Okay.
You had Laporte once 1% of
When was the last time Pep won the CL, by the way?
Yeah,
Wait,
but can I just finish? You keep saying that, but you also have to remember that Company left, and Company was the partner of Laporte, and he was the leader in the dressing room. So there is no excuses. I don't feel sorry for Liverpool. I am actually laughing myself every time I watch you guys go down.
Bro, he said
yes.
about Pep.
Let me go back to the topic anyway. The Premier League is a difficult league. Let's be honest, and I'm so happy, as HH just said. The British media was telling Pep, I have the video saying you're going to flop. There's statuses on Twitter, you're going to flop. Your tiki-taka, not sliding. He came in here and said, okay, I'll do what I can do. Look what he has done. He has exposed most of you guys. He has exposed most of the teams. Everybody looks bad. The only excuse everybody has now is, oh, you have no CL. That's the only comeback you have. I dare you guys in a few years, if we just win that CL, you have no excuse. What are you going to say about Man City? Wasn't Liverpool the best team last year in the world? Apparently, oh, Trent is the best right back. No, it's not always about win a CL, win a CL, win a CL.
That's all about.
I mean, is going to be talking about goats though?
Yeah.
Look. Okay, look. I know, but okay, let me just close this up because I'm just waffling now. You guys keep bringing back CL, but let's just judge Klopp based on this. Let's also judge the Premier League based on this. He has made it look like a farmers league. Let's be honest. He has exposed everybody. He did it in the 100-point season. The teams looked so bad at the point where when I go to work, I used to just not even watch football. I used to know we're going to slap that team anyway. It doesn't matter. I just watch the highlights and smile. Right now, he's embarrassing you again. Give him credit. Yes, no CL, but give him credit. Yes, I can agree. Right now, it's looking like the farmers league. It's looking bad.
Okay, so wait, before I go to Red Devil, guys, remember, guys, like, subscribe. If you're here, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. I will much appreciate it if you hit that like button. Thank you, guys. And if you're new, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Welcome to the Football Content Crack. So before I come to Red Devil, thanks for the dub, Tyrone Lorenzo Valencia, who says...
I love this guy. I love this guy. Facts.
Don't disrespect Mourinho for no reason.
Wait, what does it say? I can't read.
Pepper's clear of Uncle Dinosaur.
No, I know. Let me read it. Can I read the thing? Pep is clear. Pep is clear of Uncle Dinosaur, who hasn't been able to reinvent himself to win games. Instead, bounces from club to club like a clown. So, Tyrone, first of all, thanks for the double. Tyrone, do you realize that you're talking to a guy who won a treble in 2010? Do you realize that you're talking to can I land? Thank you. You're talking to a guy who reinvented football at a point in time. You're talking about a guy who achieved DOD. DOD is very key, which is what he did with FC Porto. You're talking to a guy who was robbed of a CL against Liverpool during that goal in 05.
All right, relax.
So if you take everything into account, Mourinho actually has about 3 or 4 CLs. If you give him the CLs that he would have won. So let's just say that Mourinho has 5 CLs. Let's just say he has 5 CLs. If you give him the CLs that was taken away from him, how are you going to say a guy is a dinosaur who has already given you 5 CLs if you include the ones that were robbed? Now, you saying Claire is tough. That is harsh. But when we talk about the Champions League talk, I will make an admission. Because if Pep wins the CL with Man City, ...
I've been wondering.
Red Devil, I said Red Devil, my friend. Red Devil talk, man.
Okay, I don't know why City fans feel the need to bring in, like, don't even talk about Sir Alex Ferguson, okay?
Laggy.
Like, Sir Alex Ferguson's name shouldn't even be in the conversation, okay? As has already been mentioned, Sir Alex Ferguson
2 CLs in 20
carried
years.
out.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Hang
I didn't say anything.
Hang on. The reality is, let's be real. For start and foremost, City weren't even a relevant club most of the time Ferguson anyway. So you're always back in the day, yeah, because your club wasn't. Because hold up, let me land. I let you guys land.
Let him land. Let him destroy your club now. Let him
land. Until the shakes come, the reality is you guys were not relevant. Okay, you weren't. And fair play. There's no business. You're doing well, money, stuff like that, but you weren't. So you can't hold that against Sir Alex Ferguson. You guys were a relevant club when the Premier League started. If we're going to look at when the Premier League started, 92-93, Fergie. 2 decades at Manchester United, 13 titles out of 20. That's 65. That's 65%. 65% win, 13 titles out of 20, and 2 of those times he won the title 3 times, as in back-to-back 3 times. Okay, and obviously the treble that we know about. I don't know a single English manager that has won a treble, let alone won a title and defended it 3 times back-to-back. And this is during the era. Hold on, this is during the era. Okay, of your Invincibles with your Arsene Wenger, with your Jose Mourinho's and your Chelsea's rising up, and obviously towards the end of it, obviously with City coming up, etc., and Spurs and all the other teams that are around there. So this idea that before 2012 or whatever, you're talking about the final. Okay, yeah, sure. He lost was it 1 or 2 finals to Pep that's fair enough. Can you tell me when the last time this GOAT won the Champions League? 2011? Are we in 2021 now? Well, I thought if you're a GOAT, then you should be winning that Champions League more recently than 10 years ago. But it's interesting because we think we talk about those as if a decade ago was recent for Pep. But with Sir Alex Ferguson, even though it was a decade ago, 7 years ago, it's not recent. That doesn't make sense to me. Either you accept that he won a title in 2013 with a defense of Phil Jones and Chris Smalling, which Pep could never do. Let's be frank. Pep needs another 100 million, which he bought in this window in Diaz and thingy and Ake. He spent 100 million on centre backs again. And fair play to him. And fair play, it's fine. But he did 100 million on centre backs. And the
Maguire.
Wait. But real quick.
The only thing I'll say to this is that, like, when we talk about tiki-taka, and this is actually a credit to Pep. I don't know why this is brought up because always tiki-taka thing. For me, he did change this season. City are a lot more pragmatic this season. I saw that specifically when City played against Manchester United. They were nowhere near exposed. They were a lot more compact. Yes, they had the ball. We expect them to have a bit more possession, but they didn't offer as much space as they did when Oli beat him. Goodness knows how many times last season. So he clearly has done something this season that's made them a lot because the reality this season is that they've been conceding less goals. So he's been focusing on the defense. He's been making them more progressive, more difficult to break down, which wasn't the case in Pep Guardiola's seasons previously. So for that, I give Pep immense credit because for me, he has changed. And if he continues that way, he might actually win the Champions League this season.
So wait. So let me just say,
one question. Can you please modify Natsa's picture?
I'll come to you. No, I'm not maximizing that picture. Hell
yeah,
no.
you have to.
You have to.
So, Red Devil, let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
If Pep wins the Premier League this year and the Champions League, is he ahead of Fergie?
If he wins the Premier League and the Champions League, is he ahead of Fergie? No, he's not ahead of Fergie. Based on what?
Red Devil, hold up. If he wins the Premier League and Champions League, that would be 3 Champions League he's won, 100-point season, 98-point season, and whatever he does, and Orsi breaking the winning record in England. Taking all things into account, wouldn't that beat a guy who has won one?
No, because again, if we're talking about management, because you guys were saying, oh, Pep Guardiola, oh, look at the way he's played. Fine, that's cool. You mentioned something called degree of difficulty. So when I look at the players that Fergie had, having to reinvent teams several times with dead-ass players and still achieving what he achieved in the Premier League as a manager, and certainly spending a lot less money than Pep ever had, Of course, Ferguson for me is still going to be the better manager.
That's a myth. That's a myth. That's a myth.
You know,
can you tell me how much did he buy Ferdinand for? Back in the day, 30 million was an absolute record. Okay, there's many players. I can't name them all, but there's many players.
Working was.
Name them all. Name them all.
They outspent everybody in the league. They outspent everybody in that era. They outspent everyone. Arsenal could not spend as much as United.
So name me the players.
No.
Name me the players.
I can't name it over the top, but I already know that's a fact.
Okay, so there we go. It's facts, but you can't name the players. You named one player. Name them.
Hey, but the thing is that it's such a long time ago, you can't even remember. And I can search it up and I can bring it up to you. But the
Forlan,
fact is,
Veron,
you spent more than Liverpool. You spent more than Arsenal. You spent more than Chelsea. Back in the day, won nothing anyway. As soon as
when Mourinho was doing it.
Wait. As soon as Sheikh came in
and made
Ferguson retired. Ferguson retired. He left because he knew his time was over because he knew that people could outspend him and he could not do anything about it. Okay, so that's a fact. Look, he was shaking when Pep played him in the final. So
when you name those players, then we'll go on to it. As a manager in point of view, that's what I'm saying. But when your manager also defends league 3 times and wins a treble, then again we'll have the conversation after. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, wait. I think Gatlock before I come to Gatlock, let me just hit some of these real quick. So from Whimsical Thoughts says, hope is Pep the GOAT in a league format.
Yes.
He's up there. He's up there. In terms of disrespecting a league and so forth, he's up there. But you say this. Hate him all you want, abuse him all you want. Has Pep ever been undefeated in a league? He's done a lot of stuff, 100 points, winning record, goals scored. But he's never been undefeated, which is very key. And also, you see, when you say league formats,
what that means?
There is one thing is undefeated. One thing is how few goals did you concede. All those things matter. So yeah, I think he's definitely in the conversation. But
do you know who else?
He's never been undefeated though.
Do you know who else?
So no. Amateur critic. Wait. Amateur critic says Pep with a Premier League and Champions League surpasses Ferguson. Agreed. Now this is what I said to Red Devil. You see. Critic, in my view, yes, he would have, because you have to take everything into context. This whole thing of he won the Premier League 3 times, bro. Who cares? Who cares about the freaking Premier League, bro? No one cares. Premier League is just a nice addition. No. So yes, I'm critic. If he wins the Premier League and CL, no debate, he surpasses Ferguson. Now that's a fact. Yes, Said says, why is Natsa claiming Pep's success as Man City's?
Did I do that? I didn't do that.
No, I don't think he did. I think he did. Gatlock, you wanted to speak on this?
Yeah. Look, it depends on the criteria you're talking about when it comes to Pep and Fergie. If it's Premier League alone, there's no debate. It's Fergie. If it's his City career versus his United career, it's still Fergie. As an overall manager.
But what about in terms of impact? Because I know if you just look at titles, yeah, Fergie wins easily. Your impact on the league, keyword impact, who's had a greater impact. So now you're weighing amount of titles won, successful defensive titles, opposed to records that you've made. 100 points, 98 points, record number of consecutive wins, record number of goals scored. So where do you
like? Only the Premier League that Pep actually has many of these records. Because I think I've gone through his history, Pep. For City, this is actually embarrassing. We'll get to the Premier League later, but I still feel Fergie because he won the Premier League 3 times in a row, twice according to what I'm hearing. Look, yeah, maybe he'd not win like when you talk about he not do it in a season, but I think his longevity is like consistency versus
peak
clutchness or whatever you usually call it. I can't remember. His consistency, I think, beats the fact that he didn't record those records in one season. I mean, this dude won 13 Champions League in 20 years or so. That's crazy, man. That's more than half the time you were here. And like you keep saying, the Arsenal undefeated. He played against Chelsea, who had 15 goals in a season. Then City set to rise, And Liverpool, with their comeback in 05 in the Champions
Sure,
League,
we
they
were
couldn't
crap.
win the Premier League. He was in that era, man. So you can't really just because Pep, we need to stop being reactionary mention, let's be honest. Yes, Pep is doing well, but we can't just discard what a guy did over the years, especially when
Okay, but
Yeah,
beyond
that's,
the so,
that's what I'm saying. Don't disrespect the guy. That's
no,
all.
I'm not. We're not speaking an argument. So, Gart, look, if Pep wins the Premier League and the Champions League this year, would he surpass Fergie, or Fergie will still be the better dude if Pep wins the Premier League and the Champions League?
it depends. There's an argument. It's not really something you can answer right now, because you could say Fergie did it to one club, and he had to change different systems in the same club with different kind of players. Pep has been hopping to one club and the other in top clubs. Bayern Munich is the one I really give him much for Bundesliga. It's Champions League I was looking at him for for Bayern Munich. But as for the rest, Barcelona, you can rate him for that one as well. City is the one I rate him for the most. Don't get me wrong, Pep is an amazing manager. It's just you have to look at it in context between Fergie and Pep. You can't just say, oh, if you win the Champions League and the Premier League, automatically boom, he's better than Fergie. Because Zidane has 3, we can't really say he's better than Fergie yet. That's the thing. So I think it needs a deeper dive if you're going to just consider, is he better than Fergie yet? But before all this, I'm talking about now the Premier League. You see, I remember when we were laughing at the Bundesliga because Bayern destroyed Dortmund with 25 points. If I'm not mistaken, City actually destroyed United too with 19 points. Was it 18 points, whichever one, in that 100 point season. Looking at 09 to 012 to 12, Pep only won the league by a higher distance of 9 points. I think he only won 9 points, and Valverde won it with far more in that 2018 season.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of shows you that Pep's records are beatable, and Liverpool could have beaten it. They got 99 points. So my take on Pep has not actually changed. I think he's a domestic merchant. I want to see him doing more in the Champions League because say what you want about Pellegrini.
All right, okay.
Say what you want about Pellegrini. He got them to a semi-final.
All right, so let me just hit some of these things, and then we'll see. We'll then round off to our next one. So, from JJ Jokin says, Fergie won league titles with Anderson and Nani. Now I understand Anderson.
Rooney,
Don't you dare disrespect Nani, who finished with the same number of goals in the Euros as Cristiano. Don't you dare disrespect Nani. Nani was a player. Don't you dare disrespect him.
Better than Hazard, I agree.
From Musical Thoughts, thanks for the dog, who says, Juve with Conte was also undefeated. Arsenal never played to be invincibles. No. Wait. Arsenal never played to be invincibles. It just happened. They played some breathtaking football and got lucky in some matches, and it just happened. No. Musical that is disingenuous. Now, yes, Conte was undefeated, but Serie is a whole different beast. When Arsenal knew that, we can be undefeated here. I remember there was a point in which is people's criticism towards the Arsenal team is that, when they knew that, we can maybe go undefeated here, they started to be a bit more conservative. Because what's it called? First 10, 11 games, amazing football, amazing attacking football that they played. Midway through the season, they became much more conservative, hence why they got so many. I think they got like 12 draws or something. Trust me, Arsenal were very aware of the possibility they would go undefeated. Hence why they were not attacking as much. Because see, if they didn't really care, or if they were not playing to be invincible, they would have played a lot more risky. But because they were aware of, we can just win games without actually having to be too crazy, and we can just get points, but ensure that we don't lose. Because in the dressing room, when you're halfway through the season, 20 games, 23, 24 games, we still not a loss. Bro, guys, we can do this. Same thing with Liverpool. Liverpool must have thought that maybe we can try and do this, but I think for Liverpool, they just sort of I think Liverpool's thing was they were so focused on winning the Premier League, so focused that once they did, they're work or cool. But Arsenal because Arsenal had already won the Premier League before already. So it wasn't a big thing winning the Premier League for them. The big thing wasn't winning the Premier League. The big thing was let's do something that nobody has ever done before, which is the freaking Invincibles.
Can I ask
hold on.
Wait,
very quick, because we have to move to the next thing.
At what age did Ferguson retire? At what age did Ferguson retire? I think it was 70. I think.
70.
Yes,
70.
yeah, around 70.
I think
Yeah.
Pep turned 50 this year. Pep turned 50 this year. I think he has like, I don't know, 8 league titles, maybe it's 9 league titles. I can't remember how much. But let's be honest here. If Pep continues this pace for the next 20 years, this guy will be undisputedly the best manager of all time. So you guys, do you know how much he's won?
Let's see what Mourinho does.
Do you know
League merchant.
Don't disrespect Mourinho. Do not disrespect Mourinho.
Wait, can I speak on this before we round off?
Okay. So last two. So I'm going to go to Jamal, then to Vilton, then we'll go to the next topic.
Hold
so
on.
No. Last two, and then we have to move on. Jamal.
Yeah, I just want to say, I'm not really getting into the whole Pep Fully thing. The topic I want to talk about is, you said the Premier League. So I live in Trinidad, obviously. Yeah, and I will say Premier League wins the biggest, because if Trinidadian were more know West Ham than in Valencia, I don't think they know where Valencia is. So it's biggest. In Trinidad, the Premier League is the number one thing.
Same thing in Nigeria. It's the same thing in Nigeria.
It's always Arsenal, Arsenal, Liverpool, Chelsea. Yeah, you might hear Real and a Barca fan. That's very rare. So so the biggest. But I understand Pep has humiliated the league this year. But are we gonna put the Premier League with the Bundesliga when Bayern have win 6 going on 7 in a row? Can that happen in the Premier League? Are we gonna talk about in France? Are we gonna talk about in Italy? Is Manchester City gonna win 9 in a row? I still don't think that will ever happen in the Premier League. I think the most you can do in the Premier League is maybe back to back. What's your thoughts on that?
But Jamal, the Netherlands League too, you don't do 7 in a row.
But my response to that, Jamal, is that it depends where you're looking at it. I think you are right in the sense of, I don't think anybody can do 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row in the Premier League. The Premier League, the way it's structured, just won't allow that because of the
money,
financial spread. Because of that financial spread, it seems can't dominate the way that Juve can or the way Bayern can. But my thing though is how you view it. Pep never got 100 points with Bayern. That was an amazing Bayern team. Never got 100 points. He never scored the amount of goals in a season that he scored with City in the 100-point season. I don't think he's ever had a number of consecutive wins with City as he did with Bayern or even Barcelona. So my thing here is, and the point I was making is, the Premier League isn't as tough as people make it out to be. It is still I would still say it's still the toughest league. But even if you say it's the toughest league, when is this team going to lose? This team is still winning. This team is still winning. So my thing is that yes, I will still say Premier League is still the toughest league. Although I will still say it is. But my thing that we just have to question is because this guy is coming in and just winning and breaking records that nobody else ever has. Okay, Vilton, last thing before we move on. Vilton.
Oh yeah, I don't think the Premier League is trash like you're saying. It's still the most competitive league in the world. I just don't think it's the best, like in terms of quality, because when you look at it, every league has their own aspect. If you don't know what's entertainment football, you watch the Premier. If you don't know what's La Liga, like if you don't know what's possession football, where team play tiki taka, you watch La Liga. If you don't know what's defensive football, you watch Serie, and if you don't know what's the German league, if you don't know what team that plays all out attack, you watch the Bundesliga. Every league has their own aspect, but it's how it is. I bet you people in Spain will probably be saying La Liga is the best league in the world. I think it's every country has their own bias. But as for the Pep and Fergie thing, I think if Pep wins the Champions League this season, the Prem, you could say he surpassed Fergie because he beat Fergie, I think, twice in the Champions League final, and he would have 3 Champions League. Because what people are forgetting is that the Champions League started it used to call the Europa League. The Europa League. The European Cup. What people are forgetting is that it started in 1956. From 1956 to 2021, only 3 managers have 3 Champions League: Zidane, Ancelotti, and Bob Paisley. So when people keep on coming up with this narrative that Pep only has 2, it's incredibly hard to win 3 CL because only 3 managers in over 65 years have won the CL. So, in my personal opinion, I think if he wins this Premier League and the Champions League, you might have an argument to say he's surpassed Fergie. But as for right now, there's no way he can pass Fergie in terms of Premier League legacy. Because what Fergie did when he took over, for them to have more Premier League than Liverpool, that's not going to happen. But in terms of big legacy-wise, he can surpass Fergie. I think he needs to win the Champions League again, though.
Yeah, I agree with that. I tell you, Bilton talking sense, man. He's talking sense.
It's just true. No. For me, I think the whole thing, and just the last thing on Pep is that it is what is going to define him, and I think that he's already made his statement in the Premier League. You know, okay, yes, okay, you can defend it and so, but I just think that that's 100. There has never been a team that has played that well. That has been the best performance by a team in a single season. See, Arsenal's okay, they were invincible. Chelsea was how, in terms of your performance over 38 games, that is the best team that's ever existed in a season, which is what they did in a 100-point season, because I've never seen a team totally dominate the Premier League as much as they did. And Premier League is something I've been watching ever since I was living in Nigeria. And no team has destroyed them in terms of attacking football and totally destroying teams and knocking them out the way that he did. It's just that it's that CL. But Wilton is right. Normally guys win 3 CLs. You know, insults my husband all he wants, but 3 CLs is great. So if he wins another CL and another Premier League, and let's keep it real. If City maintain this stuff and everything, these guys could win a lot more Premier Leagues.
Yeah.
No, we have to move on.
He's at road.
Wait.
I didn't say nothing.
So whimsical thought says, hope it's not only about the title chase, it's also the relegation battle too. The notion that any team can beat any team makes Premier League the most competitive. That is what I always say. That's why I say to people, never tell me that the Premier League is the best in terms of quality of football. That's a lie. Tell me that it is the most competitive and the most unexpected, where almost anybody can, basically, you can never sleep in the Premier League. And even Pep said that, cool, 198 points. What's it called? He said it. 98 points season. So that is the most satisfying league win of his career, because of how tough he had it, because of how much Liverpool pushed him, and just how difficult it was to remain that consistent. So Pep has said that, yeah, we look good, we look amazing, but I've had to really squeeze out these wins a lot more so than in Spain or in Germany. So for competitiveness, 100%, I'll give the Premier League that's all that you can never go.
These dogs went crazy.
It's Jamal's, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, let me meet that. So let's actually quick thing, and then before we go to our time topic, quick thing. Ilkay Gundogan,
the Ilk.
Is he tier 1 or upper tier 2? Or should
Upper
we
tier
wait
two.
until what he
Upper
does
tier
in
two.
Europe?
You can't be tier 1 without CR performances. Wow.
Because
are you new?
well.
HH stuff is more about form, not.
No. I mean, look. You see, my thing is that he is playing superbly well, amazingly well, man. But I think that before giving him tier 1 status, I think let's wait to see what he does in a CL. Let's wait to see what
Are
he does
you
in Europe.
kidding me?
And I
HH,
hate it.
you're a reactionary merchant. You don't wait. You're supposed to put him in tier 1 already.
I'm waiting.
No, who is in tier 1 right now?
If it was Hazard, you would have given him tier 1.
Hazard tier 1.
And Joshua Kimmich.
Thiago.
No one else?
Relax.
Thiago's in tier 1.
No.
Tara is in tier 1. We don't know
It's
what
only
Thiago is.
Lewandowski. Hey, it's only Lewandowski and Joshua
Can
Kimmich.
I say something on Gundogan, please?
Very quickly.
Speak.
Did you guys? I don't know how you've missed it. Did you guys see Sanchez's funeral today? Like, did you see that?
Oh,
That was bad.
this guy can't be. I've seen that.
He
Did
slipped. He slipped. Okay, let's
Look
move
what
on
Uncle Mo is dealing with. Look what he's
okay, guys, let's deal with this dude, man.
Uncle Mo's done, man.
Let's deal with this dude. Okay.
that bum.
Can I just first say this right now, because I want to be. See, I want to be. And we're gonna fight. I think we're gonna have a fight here to end this hangout, because don't you dare. Let me give myself the full screen. Let me give myself the full screen, man. Don't you dare Don't you dare. Certain people have earned their stripes. Don't put him in that collage. Don't put him in the discussion. They've earned their stripes. When you earn your stripes, then you can be mentioned in the same sentence.
Like Hazard?
Do you know who Ronaldinho is? Do you know what Ronaldinho is? Do you know what he did? Do you know his impact on the game? Don't you dare mention that fraud in the same sentence as this dude. Now, guys, let's try and be objective here. Let's just imagine ourselves we're like in a court of law. Injury is an injury. People will say, hey, let's say I'm the prosecution. The defense would say, injury is not your fault. Someone else harms you, you get injured. But as a prosecution, I'm like, that is fair. It is true. You know, an injury is not your fault. You know, you've just been in a situation where you're unlucky. Once, hey, it happens. Twice is a coincidence. Twice is a coincidence. 3 times? Around the same period? I haven't read that stupid apology that he posted on Instagram. I don't even want to read that crap. Because my thing is, what are the chances? I'm trying to be objective. What are the chances here? Because see, Neymar has to realize this. All you are right now is MSN. Keyword MSN. I don't give a damn about, oh, well, he contributed the most goals. He had the largest contribution. No. That treble is an MSN thing. So
What about
you
Brazil
are
2014?
so you are in conjunction with Messi and Carlos Suarez. So you've never really been the star, the main guy, the main head honcho that led a team to a CL, which is why you came to PSG. So we know how good Neymar is and so forth. That doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is, this was a game in which, okay, big boy time now, Barcelona, and especially, I know it's Alaves, but Barca are ready. Because that's what I just want to hear anything about, oh, Messi's good and everything. That was a tune-up fight for the main event. The prize fight is on Tuesday. Alaves was a tune-up. That was sparring. And they look good. Now, sometimes whenever you spar, you know always look in the prize fight. But before you go into a prize fight, you want a good sparring, a good training session. And Barca, they had a great training session and they're ready. So it is even more annoying that this stupid idiot has decided to mess this up. Because the whole point is, guys, we were waiting for this. Guys, we are all narrative merchants because it's about Neymar against Messi. What is Neymar now going to do for PSG against Messi? What is Messi now going to do against Neymar? What would that narrative be if Messi with Barcelona balls and shows up Neymar? Well, Barca fans say, what would the narrative be if Neymar for PSG now balls against Barcelona? What would that narrative be of like him justifying his move? There were so many amazing narratives that would have occurred in here. The thing is, what is the likelihood? Because people say, he's injured, what can he do? Guys, let's just use our brain here. What is the likelihood that you keep getting injured around the same time? Isn't that odd? Isn't that strange? Once, okay, it's random. Twice is a coincidence. 3 or more times, that's a pattern. So there is a pattern here of this guy always getting injured at this particular point in time. And my thing now is that Neymar, it is slowly, because see, the thing what you need to understand is, and PSG fans may not like this, the world at large don't care what you do in Liga. They don't care. You are only relevant by what you do in the CL. So if you actually had any brain, you would be like, bro, don't even play me in these pointless games. Or if you play me for 20 minutes and bring me off. Because people are looking at what's happening in La Liga, what's happening in the Premier League, what's happening in Serie. Nobody is looking at Liga, not because they are disrespecting Liga and so forth, because it's PSG are far too overpowered, and there's no team with the kind of spending power that PSG have. So for PSG, they are far too much better than everyone else. Yeah, I know they're struggling right now, but more so than not, you know that team will always course correct and will always win the league because they have too much talent. But my issue is this: is Neymar's legacy is slowly being tarnished here because his legacy depends on a lot of stuff. His legacy, if Neymar retires now and doesn't win a CL with PSG, doesn't win anything with Brazil, specifically a World Cup, we cannot mention his name in the same breath as Ronaldo, Romario, Pele, Dino. He is Zico. He is Socrates. He is Kaka. That's where he is. He can't be mentioned against
Socrates.
He can't be mentioned in those upper echelons there. So let me come first to Viltony, who has a bit of Brazilian in him. Honest assessments on Neymar and so forth. I mean, should we still be taking this guy seriously, who continues to get injured and continues to miss out these big key games that help to define your legacy?
Well, Neymar, technically, my dad doesn't like Neymar. My grandfather doesn't like him. My uncle doesn't like Neymar. They don't think he can lead Brazil to the World Cup in 2022. But at the end of the day, he still has time to help Brazil win a Copa America in the World Cup. But as for me, I love watching Neymar play. He's a fantastic talent.
Oh, he is, yeah.
But the problem is, it's also an Pochettino fault too, because Neymar is injury prone. Why would you play him in that game? Because there was no need for that. Because I'm sure PSG quality is good enough to beat that team. Yes, Neymar got injured. Yes, he gets injured all the time. But the problem is, if you know you have an injury prone player, you gotta protect them. Either don't play Neymar at all, bring him on in the game in the last 15 minutes or something. Because PSG also played today too. You could have rested Neymar in that week and play him in the last 15 minutes of because you have a big game coming up, and he's injury prone. You have to protect him. But as for Neymar legacy, right now, yes, Dino, I get it. Around this age, Dino was pretty much finished. He wasn't like an elite player anymore. But the problem is Dino has a Ballon d'Or. He has a World Cup, a Copa America, a Champions League. He was Barcelona best player. Yes, he didn't perform in the final against Arsenal, but he was Barcelona best player. He was the best player in the world. It's going to be tough. Yes, Neymar is the second top scorer for Brazil of all time, but the problem is it's just a goal record. Giroud is France, I believe, could be France's top scorer. So if Neymar doesn't win a Copa, because last year, and 2019, we won the Copa America without you. So it's gonna be tough because I don't know if he can stay healthy. I don't even think he's gonna make the World Cup 2022 because it's like I don't know if it's luck or him not protecting his body. Because when you watch Neymar play, obviously he's an extreme narcissist. But the problem is, when you embarrass player, you're gonna get a reaction out of him. They're gonna want to hurt you. It's just how it is. Because I know when I was in school, when I wasn't as good in football, when people used to do skill, I used to get mad. I used to tackle you. That's just how it is. It's just human nature.
It's just football happens, yeah.
But I do feel sorry for him. He's a fantastic talent. If he were to, I don't see the thing about it. Let's say Neymar doesn't win a Champions League with PSG, but somehow wins the Copa and the World Cup with Brazil. His legacy is gonna be insane.
No, it's set. It's set. Like the World Cup is the big boy, yeah.
He's just gonna be a flop for PSG, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's his sister's birthday. I hope it's not none of that. But as for right now, most Brazilians don't really rate Neymar that much because of his because Dino, don't get me wrong, all Brazilians love partying, but at least Dino did it when he won everything. So he could win anything he won. And Ronaldo was injured. We saw what happened to his knee, but he still came back and helped us win the World Cup in 2002. So Neymar, you still have time to prove us wrong because we all know you're a fantastic talent player, but my goodness, bro, like you get injured almost every single time. And yes, I know he played all the Champions League last season, but the problem with that, it was one-legged and it happened in August. So So I really don't know what's going on. I hope because I don't know if it's just my dad hating. My dad said if Neymar is part of that Copa America, that's gonna happen this summer in the World Cup. Brazil's not sniffing it, so I really don't know what's going on with Neymar. But Pochettino needs to do a better job. They gotta talk to him. They gotta just protect him because he's injury prone. There was no need for you to play him in that game. There is really no need. I don't even know the team name. Like you could have just rested him. But now PSG are going into this game with Barca on form right now, so you never know what's gonna happen. That game is 50-50 for me now.
Okay. No. Don't worry. We'll talk about that in detail on Sunday, man. Hassan, talk to me, man, about Neymar.
Yeah.
Should we
Unlike,
should we feel sorry for him? Should we feel sorry for him?
Unlike Wilton, I do not feel sorry for Neymar. I don't know. He doesn't deserve my sympathy. 3 times, one time is okay. Excuse. Twice, dodgy. 3 times, I don't care no more. To be honest, I feel sorry for the PSG fans that have to go to another CL knockout game without their so-called superstar player. I mean, for his career, I think he just finished, bro. He just finished. I don't know why he's going to his sister's birthday for some reason. Every year.
The what?
Every year. I mean, for me, just for.
Do you think his legacy hinges on winning the World Cup and also
That's all
with PSG? But
he ain't gonna turn up for the
World Cup
CL
for Brazil.
Yes, that's all that matters. He ain't gonna turn up for the CL because it's all have to go to his birthday. But the World Cup is all he's got left. It's all he's got left. And don't put it there next to Dino or the guy I might pick, Kaká, who'd got a Ballon d'Or. Put him next to Fred, Joe, Robinho.
Okay, all right. Okay, so Hassan, you're done here. Okay, Natsa, talk to me. Natsa.
AJ, this is a fact, but you can check on Wikipedia. Neymar is born in Alabama, so I'm put it there.
What?
Neymar is born in Alabama. I've said my piece. This guy gets injured every.
That's a great pick, by the way.
AJ, don't search that up, okay? AJ, it's a joke.
Oh, I thought you were actually telling the truth. Oh, I'm so gullible, man.
I know what you mean. Incest. Look at this guy.
Jeez, you guys are slow.
Okay, continue. Please ignore it. Continue.
Wow.
Guy is sick, man.
You see Neymar and you watch him and you say a few players can do what this guy can do.
Wait, boost your mic, man. You sound like a mouse. You sound like a mouse.
Okay,
boost your mic.
A few players can do what Neymar can do. Scratch that. Nobody can do what Neymar can do, talent-wise. But I'm afraid he's gonna be the next Tarapt, the next Ben Arfa, where the compilation looks so good, but they have not achieved what they should have achieved. Because if Neymar's career goes to waste, it'll be a very big loss for football. Because the guy has talent. Everybody knows it. Everybody can see it. But if he's injured for this game and PSG go out, like, what are we gonna do? Like, hey, I don't know what you're gonna do. You're gonna do like a 50-hour stream. But what are football fans gonna do? Because people want to see this guy lift another Champions League because people believe in him. So I don't know, Vilton, you're Brazilian, bro. You Brazilians need to sort this guy out before he retires with no Champions League for PSG.
Look, man. What's it called? True City fan, talk to me, man. Neymar.
Man, I don't know. Such a talented young man. Such a talented guy. Like, he was supposed to be the next best thing, in the world, and he's supposed to be the shining star in Brazil. And I have a girl from Brazil who says the same thing as Vilton is saying. People in his own country see him as a useless guy, and they don't take these excuses from him. And she said a lot of people are very disappointed by him, the way he turned out, because they thought he was going to be something. It was going to be somebody. He's going to be the beacon and take them somewhere far. But let's not make excuses for him, man. Let me, as AK said, how can you be injured, right? Every time before your sister's birthday. Like, how?
What are the chances?
Yeah, like, what juju is there? Did somebody curse him? I don't get it. I think it's suspect. And yet, when you see him,
it's all planned.
Yeah, have you seen him at his sister's birthday? Have you seen him? He's dancing with her. Last time he was dancing with her. If I get the video, if you see that video, you'll be disappointed. There's one video where he's dancing. Yes, he has the whole thing on his leg, but he's dancing with her. He dances with her all the time at the birthday. I think that guy is lying. I suspect he's lying. You cannot be injured every time at the same time before your sister's birthday. You know what? I dare him not to attend that sister's birthday. He mustn't attend that birthday. Then we will know that this guy is serious.
That's your key. If you're injured, stay, because I was reading a story. Someone sent me a story on Instagram saying that, he wants to seek permission to go to Brazil to recover. No, France. No. France have the best medical attention here in France and so forth. So you stay in France and seek the best. Because what's it called? Because I was in Paris some, like, I think I was in Paris like last year and so on and so forth, and I had to just go to a doctor. So Paris is known of having very high tier, top tier doctors. Not taking anything from Brazil. So France, especially in Paris, you have the best medical attention there. So there is no reason whatsoever for you to go to Brazil. Because if this guy steps foot in Brazil, whether he's in a freaking crotch or whatsoever, and he's dancing with his sister, then I'll say that we cancel this piece of crap. Jamal, talk to me. Jamal.
Yeah, man. First, I like to start good. When we do these things, everybody's going in a bad. Let's start good.
Okay.
Talent-wise, I'm just saying talent-wise, he sits with them brothers. I'm not saying taking everything else, but that's talent-wise, he sits with them brothers. All right, now the bad. Guys, I actually watched this game. This guy was playing a French side, the League 2 French side. I think they call Siena. This guy was trying rainbow flicks, right? What do you expect? You expect people not to kick you? Do you expect? They are farmers from League 2. They are not. These guys are getting 1,000 grand a week. If you do a rainbow flick, they will beat the hell out of you. I have 3 points. That was my first point. The next point is this guy literally gets injured every time it's his sister's birthday. And guys, even in Barcelona, read it. I think he gets suspended. I think he was on 4 yellow cards, and I think he gets 5 yellow cards just to get suspended when he was in Barca to go to his sister's birthday. So sometimes he actually did it for real. But this is the biggest question. H8, you're the biggest football analysis and the best. I have to ask you this. Does Neymar's sister passes the eye test?
Yes, 100%. Now, the thing here is this, okay, now look, we shouldn't subject women and so forth. Women should be treated with proper thing and everything. But, I do like my women a lot thicker and curvier. But look, my gosh, she's attractive, which is why I'm scared. Because I hope and pray that, okay, it's brother and sister. Because some of the pictures I've seen, I'm like,
we're not gonna go into that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's not. But put it this way: if Rafaela, if you want to call, bro, this man, hook up into something. So yeah, that's a separate thing, man. Okay, so what's it called? Undisputed. Talk to me, man.
Wait, I'm not.
Sorry, Jamal.
Yeah, let's just say I just want to know if she could do it in a CL final, the World Cup semis. No, I'm joking. Yeah, Mbappe. First time he leave you was a boy. Let's see if Mbappe is a man now. That's all I'm saying.
Big moves, man. Big moves.
Okay.
What's it called? Undisputed.
Guys, in talent-wise, Neymar is top 10 all time. I'm telling you, top 10 all time. He is still the 3rd best player of this generation. This lack of sympathy on this chat is disgusting. You guys should all feel very sorry that such a talented player is constantly injured. You want to see him play against Barca. You know damn well. HH, as for your boy Mbappe, he better show up. He better.
Undisputed. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Right now, let's focus on Neymar. Why is he messing up? And is his legacy in jeopardy? No Copa America, no World Cup. His ODCL was handed to him on a plate by Messi and
he has a Confederations Cup. Let's start
Undisputed. Don't make me undisputed. Don't make me virtually slappy.
That competition anymore exists anymore.
Undisputed.
That competition don't exist anymore.
Wait.
He has the Olympic gold medal, HH.
Don't make me virtually slappy, but please continue.
Guys, you guys remember that legendary Spanish team that won 3 international tournaments in a row? 2008, 2010, 2012. Neymar slapped them in 2013 Confederations Cup final. Xavi, Iniesta, Xavi Alonso.
That's good stage right there.
That is degree of difficulty right there. He was.
Last I checked, Fred scored 2 goals in that final.
One of the greatest dribblers of all time, in my opinion. And we just gotta respect him. Or I feel like I need to defend him. Okay, yes, he finds his sister attractive, and that's somewhat problematic. Okay.
But why not Undisputed? Why not at the beginning of the season? Why not?
You guys have to see past the flaws of a human being, okay? Just forget
Undisputed. Undisputed. That's not a flaw. That is a hindrance. That's a disability of it. That is something That is something that needs to be exercised from you, from your body right now. But please continue, and please keep this PC. Continue.
And his mom.
It is 12
He's also attracted to his mom as well.
Hassan, relax. Please,
Oh,
please,
did you see that? Did you guys see that video where he slaps his mom's bum?
No.
Yeah. I think I've seen that.
Focus on football, please.
I mean, I think it really does hurt PSG. I do think PSG might actually get knocked out in this, and it's unfortunate because Neymar. As unfortunate as it may seem, I do think he could have been a top 10 all time if not for injuries.
No, of course not. Like when he arrived and so forth, the feeling was he was going to be that dude. But things unfortunately changed.
Whose career is better, Neymar or Kaká?
Kaká, man, I'm gonna Kaká, bro.
Whose career is
career?
Kaká dragged AC Milan to CL. Come on, man.
At the moment right now, it's Kaká for sure, because Kaká was undoubtedly the key player in that win that they had, 100%. So
I don't really believe for.
Continue. Keep talking.
Even for Brazil, like, what can you really do when you've got your teammates are Vinicius, Willian? Come on, guys.
We won the Copa though. We won the Copa without him.
Yeah, they won the Copa America without him.
And I don't want to hear, and I don't want people say, "Oh, the Copa is not a big thing." Yes, it is, because the problem is Argentina has more Copa. No, obviously, Argentina is the biggest rival. They have more than us, and Uruguay has the most. It's still a big trophy because Brazil football had been down since 2010, since the 2014 World Cup, since the baptism. The fans pretty much lost faith in the team, and Neymar was supposed to be that beacon to revive the football, and he wasn't even there. Gabriel Jesus was the best player in that tournament. I'm not saying Neymar is awful, but I'm just saying how good is he to the team?
This guy, man, is that his sister? Wow.
Are we starting an OnlyFans hot here? What's this?
Yes. So okay. So who else has an wait? Red Devil, talk to me. Red Devil, talk to me. Neymar.
Oh yeah, I'm on. What can you say? I don't know what to say. What can you say to this guy?
Is it suspicious? Is things suspicious, or is it just that it's unlucky?
His sister doesn't look that great. I mean, she's all right, but I mean, it's just I don't.
She's Brazilian, bro. She's Brazilian.
Oh, okay. No, okay. MILF, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, she was good here.
Okay. I'm just trying to judge it based on because I'm trying to keep it PC, but
keep it very PC, please. PC.
Let's just say, in theory, okay, that you were in Neymar's position, right, and you had the choice between playing in, a Champions League and potentially getting involved / tapping a very good Brazilian model.
Your sister.
That's your sister, man.
Okay, okay.
Red Devil, I said keep it PC.
It's PC. It's just saying that, I'm just saying, if you had that option, would you sacrifice or feign an injury, or would you go and take care of business?
That's his sister, man.
But you can do that anytime, though.
If we forget that is his sister, we forget that his sister for 2 seconds.
No, we can't forget that. That's the main.
Maybe there's someone else. I'm just saying, if you exclude the fact that he's a sister, would you do the same thing? Champions League, got to play in the Champions League, or the other option? That's the question.
Always Champions League. Always Champions League. Always Champions League.
Second option. He can do that other option any other time.
No,
CL don't need time.
But Red Devil, is Neymar's legacy in the danger of being a brick legacy, and does it hinge upon winning a CL with PSG and winning? Because again, let's keep it real. Remember when we saw those highlights from Santos? We're like, man, what the heck is this dude? Because I was like, man, what the heck is this guy doing? Albeit it was in the Brazilian league, but still, it was like, man, what the heck is this dude? This is almost like the second coming of Ronaldinho in the kinds of elaborate stuff he was doing. So he was definitely supposed to be the guy. And if you're the guy, you can't give me French Cup, Ligue 1 titles,
Yeah, so
And
Neymar's legacy was over when he's arguably when he signed for PSG. You know, when he signed for PSG, that was when it was, because one, he signs himself to a league that people don't, you know, no disrespect to Liga, that people don't necessarily rate, full stop. So that in itself is a problem. You know, you can see the likes of Messi, for example, still, despite the fact that he's not performed internationally, he's still well regarded, playing in one of the top leagues. The French league is not. So that is on him as well. And then when you add to the fact the injuries, the fact that when he comes to Brazil, he hasn't done anything. Hashtag, he has won a gold medal Olympics.
Hey, just read the super chat.
Yeah, read that super chat.
Not I'm trying to ignore it. Not trying to ignore it. Continue.
He paid it to get read. Read it.
Daniel Henkel, man. You know.
Red Devil, please continue. Please continue. Red Devil, please continue. Please continue. Red Devil, please continue. Please.
Is that even a category? But anyway.
Yeah, it is.
Red
it's not
Devil,
great.
can you please continue?
Stop
just
acting
ignore.
stupid, Red Devil. Stop acting stupid.
Wait, what's the best category? Guys?
No. Red Devil, please.
Okay, so my point is that like,
are we going to see Neymar in this seal? Yes or no? Or is this guy going to?
Yeah, he's not. He's obviously injured, and unfortunately, once again, the only thing that annoys me about this is that like, and it's a pity that Ahmed's not here because we spoke about this on Friday, and he's like, Ahmed is just so like distraught with this whole thing. Like he's just like, and Mbappe has to perform, obviously. But the thing that I have is that like, what was going to happen is if PSG do get knocked out, the reason is going to be, we didn't have Neymar. So like, it's almost like, in a way, it's an excuse.
They already have an excuse lined up.
Yeah, exactly. So whatever happens, especially with the new manager coaching, if they get knocked out, it's not the fact that they have a good enough players to step up and beat this dead-ass Barcelona side right now. It's Neymar wasn't there. And you can't keep on blaming, as much as we criticize Neymar, you can't solely blame Neymar for the issues of the Brazilian team or the issues of PSG as well, when quite frankly, everyone on the team should step up as well in Neymar's defense.
Red Devil Studios, do you trust the Black Mario Götze to step up?
Whoa, who's the Black Mario Götze?
I mean, he's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
The
Black Mario Balotelli in the name of.
Okay. Wait. Let me. Okay. So from Kule Axel, Neymar, Lannister. If anybody has seen Game of Thrones and the sickness of Game of Thrones, let's just pray that Neymar Lannister isn't true. From Daniel Henkel. Oh God. Neymar watches too much step-sis porn. Shake my head. Now, I don't watch porn. That's all.
That's cap. Let them land.
Can I land? I said I don't watch porn that much. Only from time to time. And I normally know what I want. So I already have I've got my playlist. Last I checked, I don't think I ever saw stepsis there. So unless this is a new category that has come in before I know, that's weird. And for me, fantasies are cool. That goes a bit too far. So I think the stepsis thing, goes.
Are they half sisters? Are they half sisters? Because I know that's a thing. Because if they're half sisters, then people dabble into that era. They might be half sisters. I think they have the same dad.
This is what Neymar has done. So Neymar, you have now taken us from football conversation to now talking about incest. Do you see what the second man has done?
Ahmad, he's the PSG fan, right? I hope he's
Ahmad's
okay.
PSG,
because he put something on his Twitter, and it's kind of funny. He said, "What is it? Wood living right now." So I hope he's good.
All our praise go out to Ahmed, man. All our praise go.
Hey, zoom in my picture. Zoom in my picture.
This is what I say almost every single Hangouts. Egg Boy Hero. Wherever you are, please holler back. Sorry, 2 shots before, and then I'll go to other guys. 2 shots. First shout is Egg Boy Hero. Wherever you are, please come back. Another one is Juju Man. I know you're rich. I know you've got money. Juju Man, we need you. We need you back here. Come, just do a little thing. Come back.
Zoom in my pic. Zoom in my pic.
Wait, is this loser with blonde hair?
Is it a coincidence that Neymar has blonde hair? His favorite hairstyle is blonde. Is it a coincidence? Is it coincidence we call him
Yes.
Neymar Lannister?
It's a coincidence.
Is it coincidence? No,
It's a
no, hate it.
coincidence.
It's not
Okay,
coincidence.
so who else hasn't spoken on this that wants to drop in
Your
this whole
break.
Neymar thing?
I have over here, bro.
Or okay, I'll come to Gatlock then to cool it. So Gatlock.
Okay, here's the thing that I keep trying to get into people's heads who are Neymar fans and a bit of Messi fans as well. You all need to understand that once our time goes, like 50 years in the future, you need to understand what would the HH or the HH of that time, of 50 years from now, HH son or daughter or grandchildren or whatever, think of Neymar right now. Let's be honest. How many one Champions League moments with which player will you actually remember in that 2015? As good as MSN, well, who's the player you're going to remember? Messi. Exactly. Messi is the player you're going to remember. Neymar, this is his chance. PSG last year was his chance. He didn't do it. And the
Not to
biggest
change
slap,
that pick.
the biggest slap in the face I've ever seen to a player was 2019, where they won it without you. Literally, is it crazy to say that Coutinho is respected more than Neymar in Brazil?
Yes.
It's crazy to say that.
No, I mean,
Because
it's not great to say that.
it's not good. Thank you.
He
It's
is,
not crazy to say
even
that.
in the 2018 World Cup, he was Brazil best player in the 2018 World
Yeah,
Cup.
he was.
Exactly.
He was.
Scored that banger, yeah.
That's the thing. We know how good Neymar is. We know he's better than anybody in the Brazil squad. However, the respect is not there. Okay? Many of these players who have come in, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, all these guys are respected because of their talent and what they did. Messi is not as respected as Maradona, even though he might be better. Why? Because he has not delivered something Maradona did for Argentina. Barcelona, fine. But for Argentines, they don't really care. Okay? They live in South America. They don't give a shit. Same thing for Brazilians, man. Neymar, if all you can bring to the table is, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to say this, Confederations Cup that doesn't even exist anymore, and Olympics.
On undisputed, you should be ashamed of yourself for bringing that nonsense up. Man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
The reason why Undisputed said it because Messi won a gold Olympic too, and Undisputed is a big Messi fanboy.
Messi also won an under 20 World
If that's
Cup.
all you can bring to the table, I mean, you want to say, okay, I want to sit on the same table as Dino, Ronaldo, and they're like, okay, fine. Hey, yo, here's my World Cup. Here's my World Cup. Brazil have 5 World Cups, man. 5 stars on their crest. You did not contribute to one of them, and you want to put yourself as one of the GOATs? Come on, bro. I mean, look, Neymar, you're 29 now. Time is running out, and you're getting injured over and over again. And here's the thing: a lot of people are trying to blame Pochettino for playing him against Siena or whoever they played. The thing you need to understand is Neymar's stubbornness. I remember last season when he wasn't playing that much games, and I think Tuchel was trying to save him for the Dortmund game. He was getting angry, saying, "I'm not playing enough games, and I don't have enough sharpness for that Dortmund game." So you can't win. You can't win. He wants to play every game and prove, okay, because even Ronaldo in that 2018 or 2017, where the guy was blitzing in the knockout stage, Zidane had to manage him.
So
in
you're saying
2019,
he has to play to maintain his fitness, you're saying?
Exactly. Ronaldo, Messi, all these guys get injured, but the time they get injured are so irrelevant that nobody remembers it. That's the thing. Nobody will remember it. This is money time, February to March, and sometimes February to July, based on any international competition. This is money time. You do not get injured during this time. You do not get injured.
So my thing now is, if he doesn't win the World Cup for Brazil, does he fail based on what we expected of his talents? If he retires without winning the World Cup,
it will be a potential because for example, it's not like as if you are in a shit Brazil team. Let's not forget 2018 Brazil were the favorites to win the World Cup. Okay, if you're the favorites, you have to deliver. You have to deliver. And he played that World Cup. Don't give me any excuse about injuries. What did Ronaldo do in 02? So, like,
So just give me a straight answer. Just give me a straight answer. If he doesn't win the World Cup, has he failed based on what was expected of him when he came onto the scene?
I believe so. If he doesn't win the World Cup, if he doesn't win the Copa America, that would be very bad. I think he would have failed. Something short.
Before I come to Kule, let me just from Dennis, thank you. Perfectly said. Neymar is an Olympic legend, and that's the key thing. If Neymar retires, all you'll be known for is an Olympic merchant, a Confederations Cup merchant, and Messi gave you
an UB legend.
So it will be a failure.
Okay, hold on. I need to respond to people in chat. You guys are saying we're the favorites. Go to the big number.
We were the favorites in 2018.
France were second favorite. France were only favorites during the knockout stage.
And also Gallo.
Most of the time.
Literally, Brazil, we were the first team to qualify for the World Cup one, and we only lost one game in the entire qualification for the World Cup. We were the favorites going in. We didn't lose any game going in.
No, that is a good point. France were not the favorites going into that World Cup, and even after the group stages, France were still not favorites because I did a video.
Yeah, it was Brazil, Germany. People were still looking at Germany. France was nowhere near.
So what's it called? Kule, talk to me. Neymar.
So you can now hear me?
Yeah, can hear you.
Perfect. Neymar is, I think, one of the greatest football tragedies of all time. It's one of the greatest tragedies. But to be honest, when you looked at like his career in Barcelona, he had everything. He had the love of the fans.
Okay, let me ask you. When you bring it up, as a Barcelona fan, do you still think, objectively speaking, he made the wrong decision leaving Barcelona for PSG?
Of course. To be honest, I was thinking that he wasn't even going to stay in PSG for that long. I think it was just a shit so he could go to Madrid. I always thought that he was just going to go to Real Madrid after Ronaldo left. Neymar was perfect for the replacement, but it just never happened. Like, I felt like Real Madrid was always going to be like his destination, especially leaving. And I felt like, okay, why not just leave there already? But it would have been too controversial.
Oh, okay, now maybe because it's good that we have a Barca fan here. So specifically for that treble, because people keep saying that, oh no, Neymar had the most goal contributions in that treble run. Who was the best player or the most key player for that 2015 treble? Was it Messi? Was it Neymar? Or was it a communal effort of the front three?
It was a combination of the front three. The front three was just, I think everything was perfect at that time because like we were getting into the second half of the season. Everything was picking up. The tactics were working for under Lucho. And then the defense we had was solid. The midfield we had was perfect with the combination between Rakitic from his first season, Iniesta, and Busquets. I think everything was perfect because we had the perfect team. But you can't deny the front three. The front three was pivotal for that. Neymar did his part, but also Messi and Suarez did their part as well. So you can't deny that. But yeah, like it wasn't solely entirely on Neymar. Like everyone was involved.
Okay, and final thing. So if Neymar doesn't win the World Cup, he retires and he never wins the World Cup for Brazil, or let's just say he never wins the Copa America, would he have failed based on his talents and what we expected of his talents? Or could he still say, oh no, he's won a Champions League and he won a treble, he was still successful? How much of a failure would it be if he never delivers the World Cup for Brazil based on what we expected of him?
Of course, it'd be a failure. That's what I said. It would be the world's greatest tragedy because you went from Barcelona. You had everything there. You had the system, you had the role, you had everything. And I think later, if he stayed, he would have I think kind of become the main guy. And I think Messi would have found ways to kind of work with it. So yeah, but then Neymar left, and then everything just kind of went down. But so to answer your question, he would be a failure. Of course he would be. Because Brazil, I'm not Brazilian, but I know from looking at Brazilians and how they interact, the World Cup is everything. Like you are the biggest team in the World Cup. So everything hinges upon that. And the greatest players in yeah.
When you finish. Yeah, I just want to say, you said Neymar would have been a success if he had stayed at Barcelona. But guys, let's go back in 2013. This Neymar we see now wasn't the same Neymar at Barca. At Barca, he used to stay on that left wing and do his thing. And he wasn't really a complete player at Barca for me when I watch him at Barca. So would this PSG Barca work in Barcelona now with Messi?
Wait, what was the question?
No, so basically, and I think it's a good. The question is, the Neymar we see as PSG is more complete in terms of him creating, being the playmaker, and everything going through him. At Barcelona, he's stuck to that left because you can't have two free role players. Messi ran the whole thing. So, and we've seen, look, bro, Messi is still playing now. So would we still have seen the Neymar that we see now, the more complete playmaking guy at Barcelona? Because the argument is that Neymar needed to leave Barcelona in order to become this full complete player. So would we still have seen this full complete player at Barcelona with Messi occupying that position?
I think if Messi, I think to answer your question, yes and no. I think Neymar would have had been given kind of the main man role, but also I think Messi would have also, because Messi operates with the system and he does with whatever the system needs him, because the system, he's in pivotal for that. So I think Messi he would give more leeway to that in some ways, or maybe Messi would have left. Who knows? But like, it's a game of what if. So, but I think Neymar, they wouldn't be the most complete as we see today, but I think it would have been far more disciplined, because Neymar would have not only been given more of that kind of the big man role, but like he's given the big man role of Barcelona. There's a difference between being a big man of a team like PSG, who's never won a Champions League, who never don't have that ethos, and being like the dude of like Barcelona or Real Madrid. Because being the person of this team with much more ethos, I think it would have disciplined him more in a way. So yeah.
So guys, look, man, I have to wake up super early tomorrow morning, but Neymar, unfortunately, you messed up. Would have been a superb, amazing Tuesday night, man. So guys, look, man, remember, guys, like the vid, subscribe. We'll be back here on Sunday, guys. Sunday we'll be back here for that CL talk. We'll be back here at 10 p.m. We will preview the CL, and it's going to be a nice, good, long one and an interesting one. So guys, peace out, stay true, stay real, and I'll see you guys.
Today was a great show.
Peace out. It was a damn good show. We'll see you guys on Sunday, man. Peace out.
Take care,
Peace
man.
out.
See you tomorrow. See you.
Guys, don't forget, a 58-year-old Frank Ribery is still playing on the wing and still shooting fast.
But Xavi's the motion, man. Xavi's the motion.
Kylian Mbappe is not the black man go black man. It's the black Mario Balotelli.
That makes no sense.